Yo, 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 what is up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sandollar. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Mel. Good morning, Brady, Alexis, SF, Aloha, Kem, E, Creator, Wacko Jacko, and Dividend Bull. Good morning, everybody. Yep, we are back. What is up, Misi? I left it open just for you. As you guys can see, we are getting a lower open, losing 455.55. Remember to read over the game plan at the bottom left of the screen. For the first 10-20 minutes, probably should just chill. Sorry, I was reposting that. Good morning, Carnage. How you doing, boss? Good morning, David Q. Good morning, Maxon. Good to see your name again. Good morning, Vanessa. Good morning, BB. Good morning, VC. Good morning, everybody. Remember to read the game plan at the bottom left. We'll go through some other charts here in a minute. I just want everybody to see what's going on, what to expect. Here in a second, I'll go over the news for the day. Today you have PMI and JOLTS, which is just job openings, and then, services data, which is pretty important. Let's see here. The U.S. S&P Services Purchasing Managers Index is an economic indicator that... Hold on, I'm going to read this on the website because I screenshotted all this, and it's actually kind of hard to read on a computer. I'm going to find it. I'm going to go to the website. Uno segundo. All right, here we go. It's still kind of hard to read. What the hell? Okay. The U.S. S&P Services Purchasing Managers Index is an economic indicator that assesses the performance of the services sector in the United States. It's a lot of fancy words just for saying service sector. It is based on a survey of purchasing managers and service-oriented businesses and measures factors such as business activity, new orders, and employment. The final designation indicates the last revised value for a specific month. As a diffusion index, a PMI reading above 50 generally indicates expansion in the services sector, while below 50 suggests contraction. What to expect? Fed policymakers have noted that service inflation remains persistent. Therefore, if this index continues into expansion, a reading above 50, and is also higher than expected, markets may see this as a sign that interest rates in the U.S. need to stay high. I thought they said pay. Need to stay higher for longer to reduce demand and employment in the services sector, which are an upside inflation risk. This would cause potential weakness in U.S. stocks and strengthen the dollar. However, markets are also looking for signals of a soft landing. That's actually what more people are looking for. And a healthy services sector could also indicate that the economy is less likely to fall into a recession during this tightening cycle. Interesting. And then services PMI, which is the exact same thing. The Purchasing Managers Index. However, they are published by different organizations and use different methodologies. The U.S. ISM Services PMI is based on a survey of ISM member company purchasing managers in the non-manufacturing sector, as opposed to exclusively the services sector like S&P. This means that the survey themselves differ between ISM and S&P, as they are targeting two different sectors with some crossover. The ISM surveys are sent to companies as purchasing managers based on their contribution to the U.S. GDP, only representing the larger companies, whereas S&P's report represents companies of different sizes. What to expect? Fed policymakers have noted that the service inflation remains persistent. We already read about the 50 weakness. It's actually the same exact description, so I'm not even going to bother reading that second part. And then the last one is JOLTS today, everybody. Job openings. The U.S. Job Openings and Labor Turnover Survey job openings is an economic indicator published by the Bureau of Labor Statistics and is the first of the big three U.S. employment reports this week. It measures the number of job openings available in the United States during a specific period. The data provides insights into the demand for labor and the overall health of the job market. High job openings may indicate a robust labor market, while a decline may suggest economic challenges or changes in employing hiring intentions. The JOLTS report is closely mentioned by economists, policymakers, and analysts for its impact on the labor market dynamics and workforce trends. When compared to the other employment reports coming out this week, it represents data 1 month behind the others, which I've talked to you guys about a lot, actually. What to expect? FOMC officials have noted numerous times that they expect to see employment come down to help reduce inflation. Therefore, if the JOLTS report comes in higher than expected, indicating a larger demand for labor, this could signal that interest rates may need to stay higher for longer to reduce labor demand, which could cause weakness in U.S. stocks and strengthen the dollar. All right, that's as much as I'm reading today, damn it. All right, and look, nothing happened. See how awesome it is to just kind of like look away from your screen and just kind of like get updated real quick. And you're not really wasting any time at the open. It's the open. Unless you're in a swing trade, this doesn't really matter. Let's see if there's any big overnight corporate news. I see JM Smucker, KeyCore, GitLab, Robinhood, CVS, Tesla, Johnson & Johnson, Nokia, and Designer Brands, and Ericsson. These all have notable news or upgrades or downgrades or something related to earnings. I don't see any that have like a pretty cool... It says Tesla is likely to face a class action lawsuit related to alleged overcharging related to its insurance. Here we go with this crap. They can't attack them for the car, so they're going to go after the insurance. This is crazy. Johnson & Johnson announces key drivers for long-term competitive growth at Enterprise Business Review, and they provided forward guidance for 2024. Nokia and Ericsson, AT&T, to accelerate open and interoperable radio access networks in the United States through the new collaboration with Ericsson. Why did they just say radio? Well, they got all these retarded words. AT&T's spend could approach roughly $14 billion over the 5-year term of the contract with Ericsson. Honestly, that's nothing. They'll take care of that. Let's see. Anything else cool here? I just see, like, updates. I see upgrades, downgrades on certain things, but I don't think there's anything I'll care about, so I'm just going to skip over it. And then earnings. One last thing before we move on to the chart again, since it's, doing nothing. Earnings. What's earnings for the day? You got AutoZone, Ferguson, Smuckers, Neo today, this morning. That was pre-market. These have already happened. And then after close today, you got MDB. That's a pretty big one. ASAN, for anybody who likes looking at, I think that's a therapeutic. Dave & Buster's. I know some of y'all like looking at those random stocks. You got Box, S, HQY, and TOL. Those are all after hours today. And that is your full market review. One more thing, too. Let's look at the bigger time frame before, really anything happens here. But I want to show you guys where we are, because things are happening exactly as I was kind of telling you guys a couple weeks back. It's just happening a little bit later than I expected, which, who cares? It's not really like we need to be expecting things to happen at certain times. Now, you could expect certain pieces of price action to pop up, but don't expect them to pop up just whenever you want them to. It's like, I think back here we were talking about, like, if we don't just keep pushing through zones, look for a slowdown that, like, hits a level and then makes a lower high. That's what we talked about, right? We have yet to do that. We've just kept pushing through zones. So right now, you're still looking for that. We need to hit a zone, and we need to make lower highs. And then you can truly say, all right, everything's slowing down. And remember what we talked about on Friday? We were talking about how tech looks like it wants to try and slow down. If you go over to all those tech charts, Apple actually defended itself, not just yesterday, but also today. Pretty nice pump, by the way. Microsoft is at the crucial part of their chart. So you got the king and queen of the tech market and the overall market sitting there at that support again, which again was old all-time high resistance for. On this chart, it's Microsoft. On Apple's chart, it's not even close. It's sitting under the all-time high supply. But you can see they're messing with very important ranges. Nvidia already started slowing down, but isn't that big of a weight. You can see Amazon started chilling out, but again, it's just basing. You see things have like rejected and pulled back a little bit, but they've just built base. That's all they've really done. The only ones that have made notable pullbacks are part of the XLC sector, the comm sector, which is Google, Meta. And we talked about Netflix pretty heavily in here. This was the chart we all traded for multiple days in a row. I think I traded it here. You had Knox traded again here. So a lot of people taking trades on that to the downside. But yep, looks like some of that drawback is affecting our overall charts a little bit. You can see the triple Q chart already taking a little bit of its slowdown. And what do I mean by slowdown? I literally mean just the rejection. We don't have any lower high yet. We don't have any extra bearish confirmation. You just have a little bit of a double top, a little bit of a range here that just kind of rejected and pushed lower, but didn't break anything. Again, they kind of just pushed to the breaking point, to the point of the chart that makes you a little bit more worried about support, which on the Q chart, that looks horrible. You go to SPY and you're like, that ain't that bad. So, taking note though, that this isn't the first bearish candle, I'd like to bring us over to my favorite part of this chart. Which is actually right here. My previous favorite part of the chart was right here, because you had kind of a slowdown here, and then they gave you a single crow pattern, and they made it really hard to see this drop, but they made it really easy to see this one, because you had kind of like a, just again, a slowdown that just kind of filled the gap. This day filled over to kind of get liquidity and stop people out, and also make people overly bullish again. Ends up failing, and they get a bearish engulfing. So you had like multiple things pop up here in this little area. And then my new favorite area is this one. The drop before this recent recovery we had, because if you look over here, it's actually this area here. You can see just like where we are now, right? Same exact area too. Pretty interesting. But you can see we had one bearish candlestick, right? Then we had two rejecting same exact area, and then you had three, and this one finally broke under some support of those two, right? But look how many days that took. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12 days went by before the actual pullback started happening. So you can see it takes some time to actually prove to people, hey, bulls are turning bearish. Everybody's flipping sides. You probably won it some week, Brady. I'm not sure. I don't know if... What are you complaining about, a free membership or something? Probably won something, to be honest with you. But guys, everybody on track with me still? Everybody still with me here? Seems like some of you are getting off topic. Everybody still good? We all understand what I'm talking about here still? I'm about to cover exactly why this could represent what we're about to do here. But also, the possibility of faking this, stopping this, and pushing higher. We could break new all-time highs from here as well. Zoom on over to the right. Let's look at what we got here now. Same exact area, kinda. I say kind of because it really is a little different. But let's see. What do we have working up here? What do we have? Where's my circle? There it is. We got a bearish kicker. Right? You almost have a crow. Not perfectly, because again, for this to be a crow, I really need to see from the open to close. I need to see this break under that open, or that golden pocket, to really get me sold on it. But it is close enough to say, hey, there's a slowdown there. And the fact we've had a hammer candle, a nice push higher, lower open that just gave us wicks on both sides, and now we're potentially getting a second bearish kicker. What you're really looking for is what, everybody? What did we just talk about here that gave you bearish information to get into the chart and say, hey, this is going to the downside for possibly the next couple of days? What happened here? You had bearish candlesticks, and then what happened? What really got this chart moving? It wasn't just the bearish candlesticks. What was the very last domino? Anybody want to tell me? See who's been paying attention. The break of structure. Yes, David Q got it right off the bat. The break of structure. So what is the structure that we need to see broken here? I'm zooming in now, sorry. I know the zoom-ins are pretty horrible today. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. I'm going to leave those, actually, so we're reminded every day what the hell's going on. But you got your bearish kicker. You got not a crow, but close enough. If this was to finish like this, we could see a bearish kicker. And like David Q said, we're looking for a break of structure. But where is that break of structure? The low of this move that's been consolidating, right? So you could say it's this wick. You could say it's this wick. You could combine those two and say it's both of those. But guys, we're going to go ahead and just be safe. And we're going to include 453.10. Yeah, 453.18. So that's going to be your last breaking point. That day's open. That reset day is open, right? So this is where we will most likely see the flush occur from. Is from this day, from this day's low, from this day's low, and from this day's open. You can also set this level here. Is kind of a secondary level of like, all right, are we pushing to this or are we pushing through this? Because this will be kind of your potential first slowdown. If sellers do start picking up, they could come back up, hit a halfway point, hit the whole fib, then bring it back down more if they want. But just keep both of those marked on smaller time frames if you are going to be looking at that for a day trade. I'm actually going to mark it on our other chart and mark it yellow. So we remember, hey, this is that really big scary level. All right, look at that. Nothing has happened. We just had a little bit of a lower open. They pulled back a little bit. We're getting a little bit of a buy reaction that could just be rejecting to push lower. We'll see. But overall, now we have a game plan. We're updated on the news of the day. We understand what's going on, the bigger time frames, everything. But that is your full update, guys. Sorry for talking for so long in a row. But I hope you guys enjoyed that long update. Tried to keep you guys part of it with the questions and stuff, but hope you enjoy it. Alright, back to smaller time frames. Oh wow, that level is really close. Ruh-roh. Oh, man. I mean, that was more valuable info than any paid Discord gives. True King. Appreciate you, Jake. And yeah, guys, I also like to give you guys the tool. I don't want to just make this seem like you have to come to me to get this information. If you want to do anything I just did, besides, I mean, the TA, you could, I guess you got to come here for it. But generally, if you want to just get all this information I just read, it's actually super easy. You just go to financialjuice.com. And remember I was telling you guys how you could, like, you know, here's the news and all that. And why I like this more is you can see some of the news ahead. One, that's one better reason, but two, it's this little button here. Well, one, it's this as well, because you can read like some short-term updates, but if you see economic indicators US, read here, click that, and it'll take you straight to that day. So today it's Tuesday, so you can read just today's information. This is exactly what I read, word for word, all from here. And then Wednesday, you get the trade balance, crude oil inventories, employment change, which was the second data for jobs this week that was coming out. Third is coming out on Thursday with jobless claims and continued jobless claims. But what my favorite part of any of these paragraphs, so like the first paragraph on every single one of these, is just breaking down exactly what this is. That's all it is. It's just breaking down what it is. There's no bias there. Then you get a little bit of, not bias, but you get a little bit of breakdown in a direction. So like it'll tell you like, oh, this is bullish or bearish, or hey, if it does this, it's probably bullish. If it does this, it's probably bearish. And you'll get that breakdown each time. So look for that what to expect tab when you're clicking on news. Don't be that person that asks, what is the news? What just happened? What's the news for the day? Stop being that person. Stop being that person. You're annoying. And you're just wasting your own time. And honestly, when you say that shit out loud, you're proving to me that you don't give a fuck about growing. And yes, I am being a little mean right now, but that's generally because I still see a lot of you guys asking, what's the news for today? Like, bro, go click, go look. I post it every morning in Discord. Go look there if you're on Discord. Go on here yourself and look for yourself. I'm going to go over it every day in stream. I'm going to post it in Discord every single day. But guys, if you're waking up late, if you're late to the market, if you went to work and you know you didn't see everything in a timely manner, check it yourself. Do you care about trading? Do you care about being aware? If this is something you're looking towards reading, then yes, go look. Stop going into chat and just typing, what's the news? You sound so ignorant when you do that. I don't think anybody here that I see personally right now does that. I'm just saying there are still those people. And please, guys, don't get onto them like I just did. If you see somebody doing this, say, hey, here's the link. That's it. Give it to them. Let them know. Put them on. But do not allow laziness to encompass your routine every day. You think it's some small thing, but it's not. You keep doing it every day, you're just gonna keep getting lazy, keep letting things slip by. Next thing you know, you're making really dumb mistakes. You're looking back at it and you're going, wow, why was I doing that? That's not me. I don't do those kind of things. So just stop yourself before. But guys, buyers have showed up. You had a little bit of a bullish candle on the third 5-minute candle. Nice hammer followed up. And now you're getting a break over 455.55. Pretty interesting. Bulls are trying to pop back up. Like we said, first 10, 15, 20, even 30 minutes sometimes can almost mean nothing. Sometimes it can just be you getting information out of the market right out of the gate. If you're somebody who trades the open every day, you probably have a very high losing rate. We are still rejecting yesterday's open, almost to the penny. Good looks, Vanessa. Good morning, Chuck. What is up, Moncleasy? And yeah, honestly, guys, I am kind of glad I did not stream yesterday. When I look back at the market a couple hours into the day, I was like, wow. All we did was jump rope 455.50s. Because it literally did. Look, it started over it. Looks really good. Still doesn't look horrible. Breaking structure a little bit above that area, you know, so kind of giving some caution there. So probably no trade here on either side. And then it goes back through literally 15 minutes later, flushes through that day's open. Not just a little bit, a lot of it. Gets down to the, not even really down to that low. It actually broke one of the zones we had highlighted. It was like right here. And broke lower, built its demand here, worked back up with the kind of an ugly higher low, and then built back up into that high of the day. And then they finished in the top half of that day. So it's almost like all of this was meant to like trap everybody. And then everybody finally gets enough energy to finally see, oh, we're finally back in a better part of the chart. And it's like they just burnt up everybody's money that day. So if you took like small trades like in between this range, good job. Because there were some still good trades there. But overall, I am so glad I did not stream yesterday, because that would have been very boring. But look at this, guys. We're getting back over today's open over the last 10 minutes. We're getting over the previous day open over the last 10 minutes. So pretty interesting to see that we're possibly seeing buyers step in short term. Is it just to fill this gap? Who knows? But it does look like buyers are in control short term. I started to message you and tell you that you picked the best day not to stream. Approaching fib from previous day close to open. Good stuff, creator. Glad to see somebody still drawing that fib. Those overnight gap fibs are very strong. And we did get a confirmed 5-minute candle close over. Now be careful, everybody. You do have news. I see Zeke just said it too in Discord. He said, waiting for data drop in 5 minutes. I hope everybody sees that message. How was everyone's day yesterday, though? Now that I'm talking about it, how was everybody's day yesterday without the stream? I still posted some stuff in Discord, not a lot. I was kind of gone working on the course, the second course. I think a lot of you guys are going to be very interested in some of the content in it. Chris said, I thought asking for news was a joke, considering how often it's posted, LOL. Chris, you and me both, man. You and me both. When I tell you there are still people that will go into trade floor, there could be like three, like Zeke, Chris, Creator, Vanessa, Chuck, like could all go into trade floor right now, post the news, and somebody will not jokingly say, I mean they will, yeah, not jokingly say, yo, what's the news for the day? Or when something happens on the chart, because they were tunnel visioning the chart, not looking at anything else, they'll be like, oh my god, what was that? What was the news that caused that? And then we'll tell it, we're like, bro, relax, there was no news. It was literally just price action. Relax. But no, I would like to think that too, Chris. I would like to think that there are jokes around the news thing, but no, there's still some people very lost. Good morning, Zeke. I actually just said your name. Good morning, boss. How you doing? Like Creator's definitely joking with us. Benny, I've seen Benny's another great example. I've seen Benny joke about it before too. Like, yo, what's the news for the day? Like that's fine because these are people that make these jokes. These are people I see make these jokes multiple times. But there are still those people in chat who will pop up saying like, what's the news? Because they're tunnel visioning the price action. Do not be that person. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to get on to anybody. I'm never going to get on anybody again about that, but I just want to let you guys know to stay away from that kind of toxic behavior, because that is going to kind of bring you into this like thinking of like, oh, I'll just rely on asking every time. Like, no, bro, go look. Be yourself. Be you. If you want to know what the news is, go look. And yep, good difference in the triple Qs. They are ahead, but they are filling their gap from overnight, while SPY is not even close to filling its gap from overnight. So very interesting take on those two charts. Apple and Microsoft and Nvidia all doing very well. Amazon, Tesla, both doing well in the XLY sector. Meta not so much, but Google's trying in the XLC sector. You got Berkshire Hathaway to the downside. You almost look like you have a squeeze going on at JPN from the open. Just, again, when I say squeeze, I mean they're trading within their highs and lows. UNH pulling away. AMD trying its best to hold support. Netflix filled overnight gap. Very interesting. By the way, I do still like this for more downside, but now that they've made it below 460, 462 range, I need to see a better retest or lower high under 456.50s. If this is that lower high, then this is it, but this could be where they tap their head and push away further if they don't get their pump today. So be on big watch for Netflix. I really do like that chart a lot still, even with the big pullback we've seen. Coin, anybody been watching this last few days? If you have been, you Probably been a little surprised, but yeah, pretty massive pump up to the next zone. It was funny because in chat there was a joke conversation where somebody was like, yo, we hit zone, and they were just calling out that we're hitting supply. Good call out. We did hit supply. And then I think Sinful went in there and said, well, coin doesn't really care about supply. And I look at this. The next day it forms a hammer to hold bottom of supply, possibly holding it as demand. And then the next day is a bullish kicker that breaks the new high. Yeah, that's definitely not demand anymore. I mean, that's definitely not supply anymore. That's definitely demand. So, pretty interesting. Look at soy. I know what you meant. We'll look at SPY. Look at soy. Do have triple Q above the previous day highs and the previous day open and the previous day close, not just filling the gap. So that's a good sign. We'll see if SPY ends up doing the same thing, or do they just fill the gap? Because if you can get both over this, basically your previous day highs, this looks really good for both sectors to get over and possibly push more. But it looks like we have good positive data being dropped, or at least a positive reaction to the data drop so far. That's a good sign for bulls. Nvidia, very interestingly, breaking over the previous day's gap fill and the previous 5-minute candle. You have a potential pump happening in Nvidia if they hold that. And Amazon's doing the same thing with that gap fill from 2 days ago. Some of these charts don't have that, by the way. Some of these do. So just keep that on watch if they do, like Google does right there. Meta, I believe Netflix does too. I don't think AMD does. Yeah, they do. It's just a lot smaller and a lot different kind of area. It's just very different. All right, we'll see if that's a short-term pump happening or what's going on here. But so far, so good. crazy the things that will be said after I already said them. Let's go through our sectors real quick. Tech, nice moves. Healthcare, nice moves to the downside, actually. They've, if anything, gotten weaker. Same for banks. We talked about the weakness on Berkshire and JPM early this morning. Discretionary, nice move to the upside. And comm sector, good move to the upside. So you have your triple Q weights really moving higher. Tesla's looking great. Let's go back to that NVIDIA chart. How are they looking now? There we are. Pushing a lot higher. Haven't got to that fill overnight yet, but they've knocked out a big chunk of it. And they're into that day's open. So be very careful on NVIDIA if you did take longs into that gap fill. God, this chart looks so clean. I don't want to move it. SPX holding a really good level still. And yeah, guys, banks and healthcare are not just not moving, they're pulling back. They're not just slow, they're literally going the opposite direction. We have really nice slowdowns on that. Small caps, the sector long forgotten, are also down. Dollar chart, let's look at that for a second. Nice pop up over old resistance. This was demand, lost it, retook it. Now they have a lot of room over it, so could see a little bit of bearish pressure stepping in on part of our equity charts. Also TLT, your 20-year bond. is pushed higher. This is your largest bank stock, pushing lower. Second largest, still squeezing. Again, that means trading within a high and a low. We do not just say squeeze and then give you no breakdown of what the hell that means. We just say squeeze and then we give you breakdown of what that means. Since 99% of the people on the internet just love to say the word squeeze and not actually know what the hell they're talking about. But I saw the GameStop movie. Okay, they didn't explain what squeeze meant either. But I saw The Big Short. But my TTM indicator says we squeezy. If that isn't the biggest scam indicator I've ever seen in my life. I have a video on it and I have a channel on it in my free Discord, but that's because I was actually, if you go, I'm not joking, besides like the guy who actually made it, John Carter, I really was like one of the few people who touched TTM squeeze as soon as it was out. Not as soon as it was out, but as soon as it was trending more. And I started using it, and I was like, wow, that's pretty nice. There is a system here, and if anything, I think my micromanaging mind just went around like, oh, let's see if the system in this works. And it did work, but it just wasn't that great. It can definitely be used as like influence, I guess, but it really just wasn't that amazing. It was eh. We'll leave it there. Berkshire losing more support. It's your largest bank taking a fall. JPM looks to finally be moving more again. Yep, I was going to say I saw it go from 0.36 to 0.46 very quickly. But still not breaking those new lows. They're still not following the overall Berkshire Hathaway move. I see some recovery in healthcare, by the way. Not by UNH at all. So this must be by the collective sector, not just by UNH itself, because UNH is definitely not doing that. We say UNH, by the way, because that's the largest healthcare weight by far. AMD trying to build some higher lows on that previous day low demand. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Who all read the weekly watch list this week? This was one of the charts included. We also included... Actually, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to give it all away. But if you do have the weekly watch list, I do beg you to go check out what's been moving from it. What invalidations have been hit. What confirmations have been hit. I'm going to start adding those ideas at the bottom of every weekly watch list just because it really only took a few minutes, and we go over charts so much during the week, it's easy to pop up new ideas for each week because we go over so many, whether it's with a member or it's with somebody else in chat or it's with me. It doesn't matter. There's so many just ideas being put out that sometimes I'll just put up the best ones in the weekly watch list just so everybody sees what's going on and what levels we need to be focused on. And guys, be sure to drop a like on today's stream. We have dropped a lot of information today on charts, information regarding just all kinds of things, news, anything. So definitely go hit that like button if you have not already. All right, good job, Jack. You can blame the sectors for SPY's movement today. What you're looking for here on the triple Qs is really to see if the previous day open holds from Monday. If that can hold, you're looking great. But they have a lot of room above that now. So you're really looking at like this fib to hold right now. For triple Q, SPY is not doing that at all. Triple Q with short-term fib. Again, we go over this stuff in all of our fib videos. If you'd like to see that stuff, check out that playlist or some of the videos in the member section. Healthcare picking it back up. Still under the wick of that recent move. Banks did move lower. That was probably behind that Berkshire Hathaway weakness. I see JPM still struggling to push that new low, but they did hit it and wick back up. Berkshire Hathaway reached the next bigger time frame level. I believe this is a monthly emerging candle at 352.37. Tesla 240.19, nice. They pushed that and they have some really nice movement to the upside, almost hitting 243s now. Nvidia not filling that gap fill. If you guys want to take some short-term profits on that trade idea we talked about with Nvidia, if they can close over, not this candle, sorry, this candle, breaking over the yesterday's open as well as getting over that 459.77 level we had sorry, I was reading something, had posted. But if you'd like this trade, I don't think I'd mind taking some short-term profits here if I was you, because you have made a potential lower high here, if that's the slowdown. And I'm not saying they can't pump. They could definitely pump and get to 475 today if they wanted to. Nvidia, you guys know Nvidia just as well as I do. But for some short-term gains on some of these smaller trades, don't be greedy. But good job if anybody did take that trade and you're getting out now. Happy for you. It looks like triple Qs are bouncing at the perfect spot, holding. If they can pop and hold a new high, there's no reason they shouldn't reach the gap fill at least. Apple's strength still very relevant. So is Microsoft's. So is Nvidia's. So is Amazon's. Amazon, Tesla building smaller candles as they build higher, but still hitting higher levels. Nice recovery by Google and Meta. I need to see UNH and AMD and Netflix. Alright, nothing really new on those. Did my baby CLF keep going? She did not. She finally stopped. Well, we could be getting some secondary opportunity here. The previous time I called this out in Lifetime Chat was on this candle. Took profits on this day and this day, but we're looking to see if we can get a second opportunity here. But I want to see if this old supply, short-term supply, can hold as demand. And if it can, then CLF could be a really good secondary opportunity. I wanted to play with DE a little bit, but I'm glad I didn't, because it really has been just jumping around left and right, as it's really just been an indecisive chart after losing such an important area. Jack's idea, Costco's hitting 609 just about after popping 600. Good move. Can you guess where we bounced? Creator, are you talking about on SPY or Triple Q, or which chart are you talking on? SPY holding 5-minute bullish GP. Yeah, cost is on fire, Jack. Don't feel bad about that one, by the way. If anything, that should validate you more, showing that, hey, you know, we took profits on this play, but it kept going. You know, it's nice to see, like, you didn't just get a good play. Like, your play was really good because it just kept going. If anything, we had more room to get out, you know, so don't beat yourself up. When you see stuff like that, it should validate you. Where did we bounce? Creator trades on SPY. Let's see what he says. That's actually an insanely good question. Out of calls got in test of pre-market high and out of test of previous day high. 2 out of 2 on the day. Done. Good job, King Carnage. I also see Dividend Bull saying out of SPY on 25% on calls. Really nice to see from both of you. Good job, Mel. Also 25% and out. Sorry, I'm reading those late. Yeah, multi-con plays are going to be great, Jack. And we're going to grind towards it like we talked. Fib from previous day close to open. Look at you, creator. That overnight fib. I should have guessed since you were the main person in here to point out that that was the overnight fib spot. Huge W on SPY futures. Might be the one and done for me today. Solid retest near high of day. Great job, Deep. Very happy for you, man. I love seeing you use the system on your own and using it to anything. I love seeing anybody take this to Forex. I love seeing people take this to futures. I love seeing people take this to commodities, options, equity. I love seeing it all, man. Great job, Deep. Using the universal system and making it your own. All credit to you. DE alert I had set, crossing below 363, room to 358. Good looks. Took two nice plays on SPY, still overtraded, ate my profits. My bad, David, I'm reading all that late. Good job, Eric. Glad I closed my triple M second rinse and repeat overnight calls for 11%. Had a feeling potential drawdown for another round of calls coming. Oh, you were expecting it to push more, and then you kind of felt that it was going to be weak with the lower open, and then you were like, I'm just going to get out, and then you're glad you did because it just kept dumping. Good job. I was just about to say, you said second round of calls. I was just about to say it's actually approaching a really good area for calls again if it holds this, but if it breaks this, look for even more drawback. But this is a perfect zone to look for. The low to the high of that red candle. Very, very nice. Triple Qs are struggling now, but they are still fighting. QQQ. Fighting. I'm just going to use that word. I mean, that was pretty perfect. Every test to the downside, bulls step in. Good looks, King Carnage. Sandollar said, spot on, Chief. Almost closed that second round last night before close for 37%, but decided to hold and see in a biggie. 6 out of 6 on the M&Ms. Yo, that's a better ticker, honestly, Sandollar. I mean, they can't have it, of course, but the M ampersand M, that'd be pretty better. That'd be a lot cooler looking and sounding. The M&Ms. A little number times a big number is still a big number. One of your favorite sayings. Too wild for me to trade, Mel said. This guy said, can regular users not post charts? I said, no, because regular users are not trusted. You might be able to post charts or resultant review. And then I said, my community is one of the longest running communities for a reason. Like, if I just let everyone post everywhere, we wouldn't really be here, would we? Yes, it is a community, but if we had everybody posting everywhere, it would literally be hell. Because let's be honest, everybody, people are not organized. I'm not even organized, and I'm the one who runs the chat. It's a lot. It's a lot of posting. A lot of people that want to post their opinions, ideas, breakdowns, and that's fine. Post it whenever you want. But we're not just going to let people join into chat and instantly have access to do whatever they want. 5-minute 90 EMA test for Triple Q. Good luck, Zeke. I appreciate that update. I respect 9 EMA callouts. Bring as many as you want. I just realized we're on the monthly chart, everybody. I apologize. I was wondering why my zone wasn't drawn. It's already drawn. We'll just leave it there. Please mash the like button and show you support the channel. Thank you. Thank you, Sandollar. Zeke said, looking for new highs. Yeah, man, Triple Qs are still holding very well. We should still be bullish on them until proven otherwise. I agree. Now, SPY is a different story. Because, yeah, they're kind of holding a good, like, overnight gap fib area. Like, kind of an in-between area. But they're really just squeezing. And again, that means trading within your highs and lows and just kind of sitting there. Mel said, a bit too late. Mel's already liked it a million times on a million different accounts. I appreciate you, Mel. Carnage said, waiting for new high of day or break of pre-market high on SPY. Good looks. Yeah, I didn't even bother drawing my pre-markets today because it was just, the ranges were already kind of set, so I was just not really focused on pre-market as much, but that is a good mention on SPY's PMH. How is everyone in the stream doing so far? Have you guys taken any trades? Did anybody take NVIDIA trade idea? Did anybody focus on triple Q over SPY? Did anybody just focus on SPY, see that it didn't give as much opportunity as triple Q and just kind of chill? What did everyone do today? How's everyone's morning so far? It has been a little over an hour since the open. I know not many of us trade the first 10-20 minutes, but a lot of us have traded from then to now. So how's everyone doing? Don't be scared to tell me the truth. Let it out of your system. Amazon still running good. Good update. Taylor said SPY, 30% to the upside, 20% to the downside. Great job. David Q said one mental trade and doing fine. Mel said he's breathing. Totally fine. It's always good in between some reps or taking a trade and then kind of like taking a chill pill and then taking another one later on. It's also fine. Feeling good? You know why? Yeah, I know why, Jack. I know why you're feeling good. Also, Jack, your Amazon play kept moving too, which, again, I'm not saying that, and you shouldn't be looking at it this way either. You should never look at this stuff and be like, wow, I wish I was still holding. Because that's such a worthless thing to say to yourself. It does not help you in any way, shape, or form. It's like, no shit. Like, duh. A dog could see that and be like, hey, you could have held long. Like, no, duh. You would have made more money. But it's not about that. It's about catching what makes sense to us and then moving on from it. And if it does happen to go further on, we can review. We can always review. Because we know that better days are to come. That guy said, I don't really do alert type things. I saw that part. I was like, thank God. Thank God this person has a brain. Whoever this person is, I already love them. Nomley, also known as Benny, for anybody in the Discord, said, Tesla mental trade, trying to eliminate excess charts, narrowing down to names I will realistically trade, SPY, SPX, Tesla, Apple. Definitely fun. And that's good, too. You definitely, it's nice to be aware of everything, but at the same time, it's like nice to kind of have your own little, like, you know, list of stocks like you were talking about. But he said, keeping my focus narrow, being conditional with everything. I love it, Nomley. More power to you. Round of applause to that exact type of mindset. I honestly respect the fuck out of that. Jacko said, agreed. When I see a play continue, I just think of the future with the staircase method. It will be even more fun. Exactly. Seeing future confirmations, potential invalidations after that initial, you know, sell of our position. Gotta say, it's one hell of an ugly chart, SPX is. Yeah, it's just because of that previous day high supply. They just can't fight it, and triple Qs aren't helping enough to make them go more because you have other sectors weakening. You had banks weakening even more earlier when everything was trying to go, and then one of the sectors that were helping us go up higher, comms, slowed down. Discretionary is almost all by itself, with tech trying to help out a little bit. It's honestly discretionary leading everything. I know tech's probably carrying more because of weight, but overall, discretionary is doing really well. That'd be your Amazon and Tesla sector. Amazon, Tesla, McDonald's, Nike, Home Depot. Chris said, "Hey B, what do you think of the last 2 days on the max daily on AMD? Do the green and red hammer kind of cancel each other out, and does positioning under the EMA establish more of a direction?" Let me check that out for you, bud. I think I was seeing this was just kind of indecisive. Okay, so this is like, it's all about positioning, kind of like what you said. Like, I really don't see this as like a hammer candle. Like, yeah, there's a support here, but it literally just came off of a sell, like a really nice aggressive sell. So I just see this as like short-term relief more than a bullish hammer. And then you do have what I would see as almost a bullish hammer because it popped up again, but it's red. It ends up closing lower, so it just kind of invalidated it a little bit. Now remember, just because it's red or green doesn't really matter. You can have red hammers and they work very well, as you can see. But when I see this and it's breaking under the level, though, see how this one held but this one doesn't? That little difference is big. It's very important because that does separate the difference between them. One of them is a bullish hammer, one of them is not. So no, I don't think that'd cancel each other out. It honestly just looks like a really exhausted sell-off to me. Also, this is a bearish kicker. This isn't just a hammer. If you look at it, didn't just gap down. This is actually completely under the previous day. So even if it does have this wick under, it's a bearish kicker that had a really, really nice sell-off, and then the end of the day, the sell-off kind of gave up a little bit. So what you have now is an exhausted buyer candle. Does anybody want to tell me what candlestick pattern this is in comparison to the previous day based on the daily time frame for AMD? Does anybody want to answer this one while we go over Chris's setup here? But yeah, you do need more direction, though. Because I don't even have my EMAs on, but I bet you're like just under a couple of your shorter term EMAs, but still above some bigger ones, I would assume. D-Touch said IB. That is correct. This is an inside bar because the today's candle is within the previous day's candle. Now, the day isn't over. There's still a lot more to go. So it's not really fair to say that that is going to be how it closes, because it's not. It might not close that way. We could dump, we could pump, it could finish outside of this candle. But for now, you do have to kind of point out, okay, it had a bearish kicker after an aggressive sell-off. This didn't hold anything. We ended up getting a bearish kicker. And then now we're kind of having an inside bar. So this actually logically makes sense that you're getting an inside bar because of how much movement you've had to the downside. But yeah, you need more direction here. You need more information. No, you're good, Chris. In my opinion. Let me go to my other chart, though, because we're on my daily time frame chart. This is actually what I should be looking at. So we did reject a good area. I think I marked this because of this drawdown. I don't think I drew this today. This was like the other day, but it also wasn't a few days ago. I think we literally just drew this the other day. So it looks like they did try to defend. Bearish kicker stepped in, lost, and they are losing the next level while potentially forming an inside bar. So it looks like you're looking for the break of 116.30s for a continuation. But you already are still bearish. Even if they do draw back up and get up to the top of this candle, they're still under 120.20s, which is the short-term supply. So if they end up rejecting that, that could be your entry over here. But it is definitely still bearish. I'm with you on that one. Coin is going to 150. I remember us waiting for 100 break last week. Wow. Yeah, that one is pretty crazy. Here's that chart. Turning supply into demand on multiple occasions. Zaytoven said, all mental for me, traded US 30 puts overnight and quick 40% entry on SPX off of previous day high. I've been in a strange rut just trying to work on myself outside of the market before I step back into it. I love it, Zaytoven. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your routine. Take care of your, outside life. It definitely is important, and it definitely will affect your trading. Happy for you, though, Zay. Great breakdown. That was very easy to catch up and kind of get in your head reading that review. Great job. Microsoft new high of day. Great call out by D-Touch. Mental traded SPY on the 50% fib back to the height of the highest closed candle. Mental 30%. Good job, fool. Look at that, guys. Fool's doing mental reps. That's what we'd like to see around here. Anyone else from Hawaii? I think SF girl. Hardest part is waking up at 4 a.m. Monday through Friday and being done trading within 15 to 30 minutes, eating a fat bowl of spaghetti so I can knock out and wake up for work later. Wow, Zaya. That is rough. My condolences to your schedule. But honestly, Zaya, it might be something you just get used to over time. That is wild, though. SPY is finally pushing higher. Zeke said, let's go. New high, scaled out the here 35% on a 1 DTE. I sold all. Then he said, no. Good job, Zeke. Honestly, don't. I really wouldn't trip over the extra pump. You traded what you planned. That's never going to be something you can perfect to the point of catching the entirety of the move that happens, right? So I feel like I feel like if you planned what you did and then you did it, like that's perfect. You really can't say just because it went more that it was better, you know? So I don't know. I feel like you can't beat yourself up on that one. Could be a good fat finger sell. Nomley said, having to get up at 4 a.m. is wild, man. I complain about 5. I can't imagine 4. Yeah, honestly, 5 is pretty early, too. Good job, Taylor. Another 30% to the upside done for the day. That's 3 out of 3 for you, I believe. Spaghetti in the morning, Creator said. Well, to be fair, Creator, their internal clock probably isn't thinking like that yet. So eating spaghetti at that time probably isn't that weird yet. Can't really complain. Glad to be here all the while. Hey, we're glad to have you here, Zaya. I hope you do adjust to your schedule, though. That sounds very insane. Where were you from before you moved to Hawaii? I mean, I'm sure regardless of where you're from, the time zone difference is just massive. But what state or what country did you live in before you moved to Hawaii? Just so we can get kind of a relative view here of where you went from. Some context. Watch them be like, oh, that was from Israel. And I'm in Hawaii. 2 completely different time zones. Broken Hive day, but little follow through so far. Good call out, King Carnage. Born and raised in Hawaii. Wait, so I'm lost then. What are you adjusting to? You've always lived there? Okay, my bad. I'm like over here defending you because I was thinking you went from a different state to Hawaii and you were like adjusting to it, but it sounds like you've always been there. And it just kind of sucks because the market is at a very, very awkward time. Okay, yeah, so let me go back to Creator Trade's question then. Spaghetti in the morning? I'm not roasting you. I genuinely am curious about you now. I have to get to the bottom of this. I'm not judging in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm also done for today. Up 2.5 R, 1 win, 1 break even. Good job, Zeke. Good risk reward. Nothing beats that. Very, very nice, Zeke. Enjoy your day. Get your reviews posted when you can in a timely manner. But enjoy your day. You know, enjoy that freedom. And be proud of yourself. It's an amazing thing you just did. Very happy for you. Creator said, yeah, something seemed not wrong, but not right either. I'm on your team here, man. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, too. Time to focus on work. We'll see you later, Zeke. And, hey, thank you, man, for real. I love seeing your name pop up in chat. I love seeing your updates. I love seeing your journey, really, seriously. Like, I know I don't have the time to talk to each and every one of you every single day, but I do pay attention to a lot of you, and you're definitely someone I see in the chat every single day, in the streams every single time I'm streaming, even if it's just for moments here and there. So I really am happy for you, and it really is awesome to watch your journey, because you've been kicking ass, man, through the ups and the downs. Is it really the morning or is it just a late night snack? Damn, they're really hitting us with the time dilation argument. Oh, fuck. Time is a human concept, a human construct. If you trick yourself into thinking that's normal, it is normal. Because it's not really tricking. It's just how time works. Alright, I guess Zaya has a fair argument. Because they argued us with a question. We'll give it to him, creator. We'll let him off. We'll let him off the hook. Also, Zaya has arts in their name, and they're going to make me a billion graphics after this stream. I need my boy Maxon in here, too. My boy Maxon was very active back in the day, but I've been seeing him grind here and there on his trades and just in life, really. A lot of different people like that, too. There's a lot of you guys that are just doing all kinds of things. Alright, triple Q. What? Ducky news. I just saw that. Amazing post, Rambo. I don't even have to post now. I love that too. Every time I go to like chat, I'm like, all right, guys, I think it's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes. Let me go and chat and post again just to make sure everybody's there. And then I'll go post, or I'll go to post, and then I'll see like Rambo or Jack or like 5 other people already posting Spy and Triple Q or IWM. I'm like, all right, fine. Y'all can post. Y'all can have it. Fine. Which I don't mind that at all. I'm more than happy to see the community surpass my posting. I am beyond proud of that. Plus, it shows me you guys care. It shows me you guys are passionate too, because you do need a level of passion and inspiration and motivation to be in this, because it's not just as easy as, let me take this trade, all right, done for the day. Sometimes there's energy added into that. Sometimes you apply pressure into yourself, or something just doesn't feel right, and then it feels off, and the next thing you know, you're really tired, and all you did was take one trade. And it's literally because of how much mental energy you're using when you're in some of these trades. So take care of yourself. Chuck said Tesla, new high of day 246.65. Yeah, I see they're up almost 4.5. They're up 4.5%. That is the biggest movement on my list right there. You have Coin in second place at about 4%. When you're hungry, anything is breakfast. I also like how they spelled breakfast with breakfeast. It's a feast. I ain't judging Zaya. I am not judging you at all. I just had to get to the bottom of it. I had to understand what was going on there, because I read that completely wrong. Good job, by the way, guys. If you go back to NVIDIA, we did great taking short-term profits here, because, I mean, yeah, we did get one more push, but it really hasn't been anything special since then. So we did great on that. Tesla's just insane. Nice, Husky. Ooh. Yo, if you have access to reason over risk, actually, I'm gonna do this on stream. Who wants to do everybody show of hands, do a thumbs up or something, or emoji, or whatever your favorite emoji is, but show me that you guys want to see this quiz. I want to show this on stream, D-Touch. That is a beautiful post. And no one's voted yet, so, and I can't vote, so I can't tell anybody. Somebody already voted wrong. Who is this? Creator, I saw you click. I saw that, creator. Dividend, I'm going to give you a hint. You're half wrong. Who's this? Chupapi? Alright. Are you guys ready? Alright, so what is this 3 candlestick pattern called? And 2, what is the type of entry the market presented off of previous day open? Sorry, I don't know why I read that wrong. You have the first option. It's a 40% entry in a bullish engulfing, which if you answer that, I'm going to rip your head off. 2, lower high and 3 white soldiers. Bullish engulfing in an 80% entry, or an 80% entry in a 3 white soldiers. There's a trick answer in here, by the way. All right, now guys, remember, before I move on, remember your order of operations. What's a higher low? What's a lower high? What's a 40% entry? What's an 80% entry? What are your candlestick patterns? These are really what you're focused on. Order of operations, though, is really going to be what gets you your answer here. Remember, there is a trick answer. By the way, great job on this, D-Touch. The reason I'm so hyped for this is, and I'll say it afterwards, but there's a trick answer in here. And it is honestly the perfect trap. You answered in Discord? Oh, my bad. You're probably like, oh, I literally clicked it. I'm over here looking for your actual answer. All right, so everybody's good? Did everybody answer before I move on and give everybody the reasoning? Because I can't wait to go over the trick answer. I see everybody who everybody who said or clicked the trick answer switched over. So I'm glad to see that. But let's go over why it's a trick question. All right, everybody, we're all good? The correct answer is 4, by the way. The trick question answer was number 2, which I saw Dividend and Creator click that and then switch over. I saw a couple people on YouTube say it and switch over. But the reason why this was a trick answer, and if you would have said 1 or 3, I swear I would have... Ooh. But if you would have said 2, it's okay. It's a nice trick answer. Good job, D-Touch, by the way. And the reason that's a trick answer is because it's not a lower high. He didn't ask for higher lows and lower highs. The question was, what type of entry was it? Then he said it was a lower high, and it was kind of a second trick. It was like, you know what? This might make them think, you know, it was kind of a lower high, but if you think order of operations, we broke over today's open. We held on top. We've pushed up. So if anything, we're trying to hold a bullish retest and push through resistance before we see, oh, we're hitting resistance and we're slowing down. Order of operations would have saved you from that one. Well, let's go over, what is this? Yes, it is an 80% entry. Yes, it is a 3 white soldier. Great answer. I actually thought you were going to ask a different question. I thought you were going to say, what is these 2, and then what are these 3? And that would have been pretty tricky as well, because you have like a single soldier into a 3 soldier candle, so that was kind of nice. Kind of weird to say out loud, I guess. But very, very nice post by D-Touch. And if you guys answered 2, I'm glad you switched over before I finished, because some of you might have just been taken off by the fact it said 3 white soldier. Some of you might have just seen that it was a potential lower high, but didn't, think about what happened beforehand, and then you looked at it again. So I'm glad I gave you guys a little bit more time. But good job if you did answer number 4. And again, round of applause to D-Touch. I'm really happy to see you not just asking quiz questions that are super easy to read, but he also posted one that has a trick answer. And I love that because that kind of makes it a little bit more fun. It makes you have to make sure you don't trip up. You read everything. You make sure you understand the context, what you're looking at. But great job, D-Touch. Seriously, I can't thank you enough for that. I really like that a lot. I'm going to pin that one, actually, because that was a really, really nice, trick question. Let's do more of those, too. Let's make people, cry for these answers. Sorry, guys. These aren't getting easier. That's where the bullish engulfing comes in. Single white and BE. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's why you put that. Okay. I got you now. You tried to put, another trick one that was just kind of like answers that are right, but not the one we're looking for, I like that. It's 4. I saw the white soldiers and ran with it. Two is a trap, definitely. Man, I'm just glad to see so many of you switched over and so many of you said 4 or clicked 4, because I was going to be very worried if I started seeing 1 or 3 get clicked a lot. I can't wait to go over the course stuff with you guys too. So in a couple weeks, the course will be done. I don't know what time exactly. We're trying to push before Christmas, but we'll see. But on completion of the course, though, if you are a lifetime member of the Discord, we're going to do a big stream where I show you everything before it's done. We go through it, and then after, when it's done again, I'm going to hold a second stream where we go through it together, and I'll record that, and I'll have it saved for YouTube members to go through on their own. So it'll be a recording for them. But if you are a lifetime member in the Discord, we will be going over the course number 2 before it's finished and after it's finished together. The first one kind of just give you a teaser of what's happening, and then the second one's going to be more of just kind of going through everything with you. And I think you guys are going to have your minds blown by the topics that me and Leland are covering, which, again, they're kind of topics we go over in here every day in the stream. So if you're in my daily streams, you're really not missing out on much. But it is going to be a little bit more in depth, something you can keep for yourself. It's going to have a couple extra quizzes, but that's really it. But all the topics we're going to be covering you're all going to be familiar with. It's just going to be diving a little bit deeper into things. Awesome, Dan. Yeah, I'm glad you like that idea, because that's honestly what I was wanting to do. And also my Sunday stream, that was with mic muted. I want to do more of those. I like having my mic muted and just kind of jamming my music and focusing on the weekly watch list as I make it. So members, if you want more of those, I'll just do those every Sunday if y'all want, because that was very easy for me to do. And you can see it only takes me 40-ish minutes to make the watch list. I get up pretty early before Sunday football just to make sure I get it out of the way before all of it starts. So I make sure it's posted early on just so everybody has it. Because it kind of sucks, when you're a part of a Discord or a group and they post a watch list or a weekly watch list and it's damn near nighttime. It's bro, you've had all day to send this. You shouldn't have to be relying on Sunday's futures market to create your watch list. And if you are, your watch list is probably hot dog water. But I'm glad you like it, though, Dan, and I'm going to keep coming out with more stuff like that. I like the interactive stuff with you guys, the extra streams, the extra videos, the extra, work we're doing together. I like giving teasers, too. It's not really just for hype. I really just love making you guys feel part of what we're putting together. I'm really not one of those, hype-up traders to try and get more sales or anything. It's really not like that. I really just love making people feel part of it. It's a lot of fun for me. I don't know. I'm weird, okay? Make fun of me. But yeah, I'm excited. That course is going to be so awesome. It's honestly going to be probably the final course we ever do, because too many times I see groups come out with 50 courses, and it's are y'all covering the same thing, or are y'all just going over a million different topics? So in the first course, you get a really good in-depth look into everything we do, but in the second course, you really are going to get a more in-depth look at kind of some extra stuff. I don't even want to say it all, because I don't want to get you guys hyped up and then know all the topics. I want you guys to see it when it comes out. But yeah, lifetime members, you guys should get a teaser here in about a week or so. Thank you for the stream, B. Have a good day. You too, Dividend Bull. I hope you have a great day, man. Egg-sided. Insert Ben Chang. I'm not saying it out loud, but I do understand the joke. Leland, Speak of the Devil, pops up. Oh, Leland, I need to send you a picture. I added all of your stuff to the thing. You'll see I also changed the order of some stuff. I should just add you to this, but it's more fun just to send you this stuff. Oh, I didn't even reply to you, man. I feel bad. Hold up. My bad, Leland. I am sorry. Y'all have no idea how hard this man Leland is working for this, too. So he put out like he made a video to not copy one of my videos, to match it, to make it more unison. You know, if I'm covering this topic, I want him to cover this. So he was trying to match the energy I put into that video, and he actually made a way better video, whether he wants to agree or not. And then this made me want to one-up him again, so I started making more stuff for the course, and then he was like, well, hold up, I gotta one-up him. So he put like a little list together, and it's a bunch of amazing topics that are probably gonna make the course perfect. So I'm excited for all that. But yeah, Leland and me have just been one-upping each other behind the scenes lately. He's up like 2 right now on me, but we'll accept the L and we'll move on. Yeah, sorry if you heard me like running around, that was me plugging my phone in. That's awesome though. D-Touch, speaking of D-Touch, I need you to beat Seth this week. If you don't, I'm kicking you from the chat. Fantasy football. I will speak no more on this. This is the way. Yo, Leland, was my story pretty accurate though? Was it on par? You might not agree, but I feel like that's kind of how it's been. Because you can't lie, and I'm not naming names. Don't say any names in here, but your blank video was better than my blank video. And you were over here like, that video is so good. Over here hyping me up. He's like, psh, Bueller doesn't know I made a better video than him. I love it though. I love the fun competition because it honestly like motivates you to make more of that stuff, you know? And then you get it out of the way a lot faster. But it's still quality, not like, oh, let's just get it out as fast as we can. It's still quality. Am excited though, man. Am excited. Everyone wins. That's true. And I really wasn't going to do another course, guys. But I don't know. Leland had a lot of really good ideas. It made me think of some more. So I feel like it's something that is worthy, but this will definitely be our last course ever made because I just don't see what else could be made into another course. I don't see, besides making another course just to make one, that's really all it would be. It's just a bland vanilla course with nothing new in it. You know, I just don't see the point of that. So this probably will be the last course, and then you'll have a complete 1 and 2 set. I just don't see the point in making more after that because there's just nothing else we could cover. We'll probably do like live trading playlists after that and do more of those because that'll just be natural, you know, trading. I think after the second course comes out too, I want to do more of those live trading streams like we did before because those were a lot of fun for me. I didn't have to talk as much, but I still got to trade, and you guys got to catch a bunch of stuff too. So that was really fun. Not as much dialogue, but it's still fun. David Q said, out of calls here for 37%. We've pretty much been riding the 9 EMA since 940. Good job, David Q. Massive percent, David. 37% is nothing to joke about. I always try to tell everybody, like, because I see some of you guys in chat definitely will go in there and be like, I only made 13% on this. It's like, what do you mean you only made 13%? You realize 13% is a very good percentage, right? It wasn't 1,000% like I saw this guy on Twitter post, though. Okay. It's never going to be. With that attitude. But you should focus on gains that are reachable, obtainable. Don't be reaching for gains you've never seen, let alone experience. Whew. What's going on, Keanu? How you doing, man? KT in the building. Mel said 58% and did a total out of 76. Great job, Mel. Make sure to post that review when you have time later. Who's watching the 15 and 30? Just realized my stream was delayed. I just read that. I'm delayed. Tesla made my day. I figured it did. I know a bunch of people who like trading Tesla were probably very happy today. You, Rambo, a bunch of other people, because this here was a massive move. I had a couple members take Amazon instead, so I really can't complain for them. And then we had taken Nvidia, so I didn't catch Tesla with you, but we traded something similar. Not really. But that was a massive move. That is the biggest move on the day so far. That even surpasses coins movement, which is crazy because you guys have seen how crypto has been moving lately. Nothing better than trading in gem with Bueller in my ear. Appreciate you, man. Amazon went ham. I missed it. Hey, honestly, you caught the better one, though, in my opinion. And they're the same sector, so who cares? But you caught the way better mover. Way, way, way better. But Amazon was amazing. Amazon, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, pretty much anything tech today moved very well. Any larger triple Q spy weights. eBay on watch for a long swing. I'll check it out. I think I already see. Excuse me. I did not sleep that well last night, guys. Sorry. I think I already see why you like it, though, Jack. Okay, just making sure I wasn't missing anything. There's a lot of levels right here. And then it kind of opens up a little bit more after that. Yep. That is a hair over. And yeah, we'll leave it like that. Nice little sweep here with a very strong bullish candle stepping in. They hold the higher low of that. Really, what you're looking at here is the low of this. Whoops. Low of this, the high of this. And see, can it hold those fibs, including this level? And look how that fib lines up with it, actually. It's interesting. So not only did they hold one retest, they hold a second higher low retest. And they've built a third higher up on the next level above. I like this idea, Jack. I'm not going to lie. Just off of a quick, simple look, I already like it a lot. Now let's see what else is going on here, though. Let me remove that. We'll keep it there. Go to the weekly. Zoom in. Also, guys, if you're a YouTube member, there are some more videos on the channel. I don't know if y'all saw it or not. I posted them kind of late on, I think, Sunday night or Monday night. I really can't remember now. But go to membership, and it's these previous two videos right here. I posted the Is the Tech Sector Slowing Down or Ready for More Rally video, which we kind of went over in stream a lot. And then the Finding the Better Swing Trade Opportunity video, which kind of ties into some stuff I'm going to go over in the course. But this was a cut from the live stream. But you guys don't have time to go back and look through 6-7 hour streams. So sometimes I'll go back and I'll get a really good clip out of it for a video. But those are the clips that I put up from the past week or so. And then also the plan trade review video if you want to check that out. Excuse me, I had to like replug my mic in. That was weird. Alright, so it looks like they do have more room to the upside before hitting supply at all. And then they have more room to the 45s if they can surpass that. But what I like about it is what we talked about already with the fib from the low to the high of the first move. One higher low, two higher low, three higher low over that fib as well as the previous breakout point. So, yeah, no, looking good. They just need to get some continuation. It's already bullish. Invalidation can definitely ruin things, though, under 40.50s. And then you'll have to see do they make a higher low down here or not. So for a new trader there, losing that would be bad. Runner all out 177%. Amazing job, Mel. Let's all get a round of applause for my boy. Flippin' sniper. He's done some amazing things these past couple months. 289% now. We've had a lot of talks about using less money, catching the same moves he's been catching, and he's been making even more money using less. And now look at Mel. He feels a lot more comfortable. And this, Mel, remember what we talked about too, that it was going to take a few weeks, a few months to really feel some of those effects. You're probably feeling them right now where you feel a little bit more in control. You feel a little bit more comfortable. You feel like you could breathe a little bit better, and you can take these trades and still feel really good about yourself. Great job, Mel. Very proud of you. Had 3, closed 1 in the second, and Ford killer. eBay motor section, tons of YouTube car guys mention it in their vids a lot. Huh. I didn't know that. It's funny, anytime you see like a big red candle on your chart, you could just like kind of think to yourself like, yeah, Mel probably caught that. Just sending quick posts into the Discord. Just typing the ticker and then sending the chart. Make sure everybody sees what's going on. Let's see, guys, what sector pushed us lower? Healthcare. It was healthcare. So let me say this. XOY slowing down and healthcare reversing again is what hurts by just now.
Jacko said, slowed down at the golden pocket of the intraday move. I was pointing out that discretionary, slowing down, XLC slowing down, and XLV reversing again is what hurt SPY just now. Well, I guess both SPY and Triple Q. I shouldn't have said just SPY. But SPY is my main focus. By the way, guys, if you are on Twitter, I tweeted out the other day saying if you are a BB trader, like this tweet so I can follow you back, and I followed everyone back so far. Make sure you go to this so I can follow you back. If you don't, I can't ever figure it out. You know who you are or where you are. So do that. Pretty much most people I follow are you guys. Like 90+% of people I follow are you guys. I don't want to follow random people, so. If you are on there and you do have a Twitter and I mean, I know you guys don't care about followers either, but if you do want me to follow you, please like that tweet or hit me up or tag me so I can see where you are. Because I would like to support everybody in here. All posted, boss. I'd love to hear it. I don't like to show this screen too much because if I do, it'll bring more dumb members into our chat, and I don't want dumb members. I want people who want to grow and trade and actually like look at stuff. And I'm not trying to be like mean when I say that, but it is the truth. Anytime we post gains on stream or on Twitter, more people join, and then they're just really lost individuals. So I try not to do that much. But great job, Leland, getting his 127% on the day. Something light. Chupapi with his 41% on a Tesla call. Looks like Brady took advantage of SPY puts for about 7%. Okay. He could have made a lot more, but it looks like he got out right at the perfect time before it could have hurt him more. Good job, Brady. Good review, too. Looks like Creator took SPY multiple times. No, sorry, one time. Oh, you bought two different plays, or are these the same contract? Oh, okay, he did average down. Nice! Good stuff, Creator. You had the confidence to average down and hold your trade. I'm so proud of you, man. That is so hard to do. Oh, my stomach's talking to me. Entry. Saw that it had somewhat retested. Hesitated a little bit since it was still within the first 30 minutes of the market. I thought that said excited at slowdown. Like, what? Why would you be excited about that? Exited at slowdown. Great job, Chupapi. Misread that big time on my part. Here's dividends over trade that he was talking about earlier. I agree with his advice to himself there. I wish he was still here so I can talk to him about this. Some of these are just emotional. Like you shouldn't be entering and exiting in the same 5 minutes. When it hasn't really moved, at least. But he has some good reviews there. Oh, you are here. My bad. I thought you said you were going somewhere. I was gonna say I'm over here like talking shit, thinking he wasn't here. But I was just gonna say like this one feels emotional because like you got in and then you got out. It was like, what happened here? Like really nothing happened there. Just like the smallest. Are you staring at your contracts while you're looking at this? Maybe. That's what this one. That's what these two feel like at least. They just feel like you were like staring at your contract and got out of it. Or maybe you got into that second trade and you were like, am I over trading? And then maybe you like beat yourself up mentally. You said perhaps. It just feels that way. And again, I'm not judging you because I sometimes like to look at my contracts too. But it does matter if it affects you. And that's just what these two feel like. And I only say that because of how quick you got in and out. You know, you probably only lost like a couple bucks in both of those trades. Well, actually on this one, you might have actually made something. Calls out. I mean, yeah, like you got calls at like a decent spot, but then you didn't let anything play out. It didn't even invalidate. And if it did move a little bit too much and you're like, I just need to cut and wait, that's fine. But then you got calls again. So it's like, why'd you do that? It's like double dipping, I guess. I'm not really getting onto you, but it's like double dipping. You know, like if you and your homies were like all eating some queso, right? And there's that one homie who like eats a chip and then eats like half of the chip and then goes back in to get more queso. It's like, whoa, chill out, eat that chip, throw it away, I don't care, but get a different chip, please. That's kind of how I see it here. Like, why would you eat this chip, throw half of it away just to grab another one, right? That's how I see it, at least. But I love your advice to yourself. You said, need to limit myself to one trade and mental rep. I agree with that, because you do need to kind of staircase yourself into things. It's not about getting a bunch of reps right now. I mean, it is, but it's about getting mental reps while not hurting yourself right now, so you can kind of get a feel of things and then try to limit yourself to those things that you are comfortable with or things that you do understand. Whatever it may be. Entry, exit, stop loss, whatever it is. The King of Tesla is back. This is the true King of Tesla. If you've ever been in my chat over the last 4 or 5 years, you know who username is. The King of Tesla is back. Holy, look how many reviews there are. I am way off. I was trying to get to Mel's. Hold up, Mel. We're almost getting there. My only thing is that we are on higher lows, but I see what Jay's doing here, and it is good thinking. I think I'm more impressed he added here. I don't think I see him add into his trades too much like that, but that shows a level of confidence, Jay. I like that a lot. I also love your review. I don't see you, like, freaking out too much. At all, actually. You didn't freak out at all in here. It was all pure facts. You're a computer. Good job, people. Seriously. Great sign of progression, man. I'm so proud of you. Oh, here's Dividend Bull. I think he meant to type bullish on that, but he is correct on all of this. Oh, he sent it before. Nice. Good job, DB. All right, now we're getting into Mel's stuff. Oh, we got Zeke. Okay, this is what I was looking for when he said stopped out rest break even. I wanted to see what that looked like. Okay, so you gave it a chance, but then it was like, so you just got... Okay, I like that a lot, actually. I like that you had the rest of it hit break even. Even if it did work out, who cares? Really good job, too. Really good risk reward. 42% on a triple Q trade. Mel with 177% on his runner. Pretty much caught all that dump. Like I said, guys, if you ever see a big red candle, you can almost assure yourself Mel was part of it. Entry at break of previous day high, sold 2 candles later. Good job on that 40% entry. Well, actually, I guess it's kind of like an 80% or a 60%, like I was saying, because it's you have your break, your retest, your break. So it's like a more confident break. I like that a lot. Good job, D-Touch. Almost 300%. Damn, Mel. Almost 300%. Who are you? Kick ass, man. Excuse me, but triple Qs could be holding as a potential bullish retest. I'm getting the hiccups. God knows why. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong channel. Just making sure everyone's updated. All right, how's everyone in stream so far? 5 minute would be considered a potential rising 3, right? Assuming a red candle plays that after the current 5 minute candle closes. My bad. You say spy? Yeah. You have to be on spy. Oh, yeah, you could see that as that. It's really, all focus really is like this area here. That zone as well as that level. But yes, that is exactly what that looks like. I would not say that's wrong. Yeah, still in a spot where puts can pay pretty big. If you guys want to draw a pretty easy fib, I'd go from that high to that low, and then go down to the 1 minute. And then I'd watch to see if you get any kind of high and lower high, or any kind of big bearish candle to pop up here, because that could cause for some really good short setups for SPY scalps. Good stuff. Good eye. Good eye. The power of don't want to trade gets you to set aside, and when you see it, you see it. Exactly, Mel. Exactly what we talked about, limiting yourself. That's exactly what you're saying right there. You know, getting yourself into a position where you don't feel the need or the urge or the pressure to have to take trades. And it's funny, by doing that over time, it creates that strength, which is weird because it sounds counterintuitive. And I feel like me and people said this word like 100 times the other day, but counterintuitive, because it literally feels like you're doing the wrong thing. But it's actually what's giving you the strength to make those trades. Like you just said, Mel. Honestly, that was message of the day. I'm going to pin that. And yeah, guys, be sure to drop a like real quick. I'm going to go grab a water. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Ow, I just hit my knee. Alright. We are still in supply. Still rejecting bearish fib. Still looking for double top / lower highs. Still looking for bearish candlestick patterns until we see a pop over 457s. Bearish setups are approaching. Ladies and gentlemen, you have an inside bar on the 1 minute. Currently getting a red print and a break of the inside bar on the 1 minute. That would be your second one. That'd be your second inside bar to push away with a negative print from the supply. Tweeter posted. Oh, and I got you. I was like, what? Do what? Where? I don't see you. Twitter's like, we refuse to show you things from 2 minutes ago. Oh, here we go. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Oh, also, I posted a free trade on here. Or not a trade, like a free trade review. No, this was normally only for members. Where did it go? Oh, highlights. If you click on highlights, it's the first post, but in my feed, it's a little bit more down now. Yeah. But check that out if you haven't already. It's really just to show people, like, a quick look into, look, this is what it's supposed to look like on your, 1, 5, 15, and daily time frame at the same time, and how you can use them to help each other out. Still seeing bears control this area. How was everyone in the stream so far today? I saw a lot of you guys already get a lot of your profits out of the way, some of your losses. A lot of your reviews are already out of the way. How's everyone feeling so far? In a little over 2 hours from the open. Good little awareness update for yourself. How are you? How you feeling? Whoops, I almost showed evidence of course number 2. That was almost bad. Beautiful, sir. Great job, BC. I'm glad to hear you're having a good day. He said show it right now. Maybe down the line, creator. Maybe down the line. Also, excuse me, I'm trying to catch my oxygen. I'm being a little more interactive with the announcement post here. I said, who do you think the next trader of the month is? Tag me and let me know who you think. I spelled who wrong. Who you think deserves it and why. I already have someone picked out, but I genuinely am curious to see who everyone else thinks it should be. It's really just to see who y'all think deserves it. I'm not going to take it into account. I already have someone picked out. But I like to always see who y'all have your faith in, who you think has been killing it, whose journeys you've been following, whose progression you appreciate. Because if it's me, it's kind of hard for me to say, because I love everyone in here, and I'm biased as hell, so I'm going to choose people based on my opinion because it's bias. But I like to hear y'all's input too. Everybody's going to say Daffy, I believe. But that one's kind of given. Which is why I probably can't choose Daffy again. Which, let's see. Who was the last one? Was it him? No, it was Noxta. That's right. That's who I'm remembering. And then Daffy won it just before him. Okay, so you had Daffy, then Noxta. No, Jack doesn't deserve it until he gets, until we complete something more. Then Jack can deserve it. Jack's a few months away, but he's very close. Trust me, when Jack gets it, I'm gonna post Jack's for him, and it's gonna be huge. Y'all see what me and him have been working on the past, whatever amount of time. I'm not even gonna say it. But yeah. I see a lot of... Yeah, I just checked trade floor. 3 people said Daffy. Leland, Noxta, and JC all said Daffy. I sadly cannot give it to Daffy again. Yet. Because I think in all of our years, or in all of our time, I believe Daffy is Trader of the Year, not just Trader of the Month. So I feel like he's probably going to have a couple months under his belt. But who do you believe deserves the 11th month of the year? He said, yes, you can. And then, of course, we have the final month of the year this month, which we'll decide that on, like, January 4th or 5th or 6th, something like that. There's that dump. There we go, boys. I want to see some scalp traders taking some short-term profits here. If you're sitting here questioning, is that enough? Yes, it is enough. If you're in some scalp trades, this is a very nice move for you. Do not be scared to trim here. Trimming now. Don't yell at me. Oh, you got another trade. 4 out of 4, huh? You just keep touching that button. Who all was in puts with me here? And Taylor, clearly. I know Mel was probably in. Guys, do not be greedy. Make sure to scale out some of your profits if you took that idea with us. That was a lot of fun. Look how much time had to go by, too. You had... let's count from when we got up here to when we kind of pushed away the last time. So about 15 minutes. Let's go, everybody. The full retest hit. That doesn't happen every time. Why I say take profits early and scale out is because I'm aiming for the higher lows that held the base build by. And now the fact you've made it down here, you have to take almost all profits off the table. If you're still in this, it better be a runner. I don't want to see anybody in here saying, I'm in my original position still. Scale out. Scale out. Leave runners for the rest. Yes, dude. Everybody caught that on Trade Floor, too. Look. Check this out. These guys, if they're not in stream, should not have to worry about me saying it or not. Right? Well, this is all from him we were talking about. Daffy. Misi was in. Good stuff. Misi. Kai said, Spyfman, is that a clean lead test or what? Lead test needs to be in the dictionary. I agree, Toaster. I agree. I agree. Round of applause, everybody, if that made sense to you. Each one teach one, exactly. He shared the thing from High School Musical. There's today's Open SPX. Good job, Leland. Mel said another one, 86%. David Q said 18% on mental poots on that dump. 2 out of 2 on mental reps. 1 out of 1 on live trades. David Q, I love to see that you're able to limit yourself. And even though I'm sitting here getting hyped over the fact that SPY was dumping, you didn't lose your mind over, oh, I got to chase this. Right there, that's trader strength. And that's going to happen. That's something everyone here has to deal with. You're going to be in moments where you need to chill or sit cash and just wait while everyone else is having fun. And it can just feel like shit. Over time, though, that feeling will not feel like that. Great job, David, limiting yourself and having that strength. I wanted to point that out because it's all fun and games when we're talking about gains and winning and stuff, but it's hard to talk about the hard stuff, and that's why I like to talk about it. Because it's the conversations no one likes to have. Seen it but done trading. See, creator? Same thing. Under the same category. Congratulations, creator. Displaying your trader strength. Leland said, I swear it was yesterday that you hit 5K subs. We're almost at 6K now. Yeah, we're pretty close. Let me see the sub count. I honestly don't pay attention to my sub count. Like, I think that's why it feels fast, too. But let's see. There should be like a live sub counter or something. We have 5,980, so we're 20 away from 6K. I like how YouTube's like reminding me my streams can't be monetized. It's like, good. I haven't been wanting to monetize them. The streams are not monetized at all. Because one, let's be honest here, no one's making a bag off of streaming on YouTube unless they got like 1,000+ viewers every single stream all day. Two, who cares, about monetizing a stream? Like, I just don't get that. 3, the ads in the stream, and this honestly should be my #1 reason, the ads in the stream are not worth getting paid on YouTube because the ads in the stream do make it hard to watch these streams. They put them in like every 20 seconds. They're controlled by like Google's AI or something. So no, we are not touching monetization on streams. That shit is just, Even if we did have 1,000 people in here, it would be so hard for me to justify that because it is just way too many ads. I do not want that in front of my people. No problem, David. Very happy for you. Sandollar said, I was in a meeting and I missed the flush. I was listening with me earpiece. You're always speaking in like pirate terms. I was listening with me earpiece, SpongeBob. But no worries, another opportunity will come along always. Preach, man. You got to remind yourself that. You miss out, there's always going to be more. Don't chase. I pay for premium YouTube just to avoid those ads. Sometimes, though, there's a force ad button, though, that'll send it to people who even pay for premium YouTube. That's why I don't like to do it. Because it's like, wait, I can pay for YouTube and still get an ad because somebody is streaming, click the ad button. It's crazy. No, yeah, I'm serious. That's why I don't monetize my streams, because the ads are just insane. I had people of all levels complaining about ads, so we're not doing that. It's just crazy. Great exit because look how buyers defended 455.55. Exactly. See, this is what people don't like to talk about, though, David. This right here, I start talking about this, 20 people are leaving my stream right now. 30 people are leaving the chat because this is a boring topic. But this is exactly why I always talk about scaling out and trimming when you have the opportunity at good areas, right? So we started to break away about right here. Any large candle like this is going to be a juicer. What do I mean by that? I mean that it's juicing the IV. It's pushing money into your contract because it's going into the direction your contract wants to go at a faster rate. It's going faster than it thought was even possible. So it's giving you extra profit. Someone who sold here is making as much money as the person who, if in this case, let's say it didn't dump and over time it made it down here. Over time, this person made more than the person who made it over here because of how much time went by. This got here at a very fast rate, so that's why they made a lot more. And that's why I was really saying trim, because of the speed it was happening. Right, now let's talk about the real conversation here, the real boring one. It gets into the target, right? And how many times have we talked about supply and demand, guys? How do you draw your supply and demand? I'm not saying you need to draw this every single time, but guys, if we just made a fat bounce here and we have a Lee test going on, what do we need to be focused on? That recent low, right? So what do we need to draw here? We don't need to necessarily draw this on the screen, but in your head you do need to in fact draw the demand of this bounce, because in short, if this does end up breaking down, where is it going? To test that low. But what does that mean, test that low? We need to get the whole low. So the high of that candle to the low of that candle. Add a couple days to it so it goes to the right, and then that is your target. And look where that big red candle went into while we were trimming. Right into that area. Anybody taking profits into these two candles? Great job. Now, why was this a good time to take profits, everybody? When we got down here. Why is it, even though we closed under, we were saying let's get out? Why is that? Because we don't have further confirmation. We have no idea what's about to happen in the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. We have no idea. I don't care how confident you are in your system or whatever you're looking at. We have, exactly, Zeke just said it. We don't know if it's going to continue. We have no idea. What is our trade? The lead test. So what does our target need to be? The low of the move or near the low of the move. You could trim some here because there's a pretty good higher low. Trim some here, whatever you want to do. Try to get the runners down end of your position, the tail end of your position down to this area. Whatever. Top of the zone, bottom of the zone. I don't care. Get it in there somewhere, right? And then, you know what's interesting enough is most people will say, you know, let's say this continued to dump. Most people would say, oh, I should have kept holding. No, you shouldn't have. Whenever this doesn't and it doesn't continue and it reverses like this, you know what people say? I did that perfect. So you can see how there's two different scenarios going on every single time, and it's just off your emotions. So let's cut all that shit out and let's focus on the absolute. Let's focus on something that's consistently going to work, right? What can we consistently follow that doesn't change? Taking profits out that low, right? Because we don't know if it's going to continue or not. This is the thing that we don't know or not. We know that it can get here, and if it doesn't, we're invalidating and we're cutting losses. Whatever. We've got a plan around that. That's fine. But what we don't know is what's happening next, right? And you know what else is interesting too? Look what happened down here when it reversed. Our best friend, the inside bar, popped up right there. What was the candle that we were talking about up here? I said you had one and then you got a negative print. You had one and then you had a negative print. Hold up. One and then a negative print. One and then a negative print. So you have 1, 2, 3 inside bars, and then that's what brought us down. One inside bar, and that's what brought us up. Patterns with positioning. That's crazy. Isn't that strong, everybody? Oh, he was sooner. Oh, wait a minute. What strike did you have, Mel? He had 45.55, which went in the money for a second. It might be the strike is why he made more than you, percentage-wise. Either way, though, you still did amazing, Mel. I wouldn't complain about 86%. That's pretty impressive. Can't remember? Oh, okay. That might be why. He might have just got a different strike than you. That might be the only difference. Y'all probably did get the same, or at least really close to the same entry. Because looking at where you entered, that's definitely where Leland would be looking. So y'all's entries couldn't have been that far off. Especially not by 70 or 80% off. Nah, so he probably just had a better strike, if anything. He might even have had a further out of the money. He said, if you ain't first, you're last. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate you. Matthew came in here and he said, tuning in mobile real quick to drop a like. Busy today, but have a great day, boss. You too, Matthew. Thank you again for that. I always appreciate that. Plan your trade and trade your plan, 100%. Inverted hammer, too. My bad, Zeke. I was just coming back to read the chat. You are correct on that. Inverted hammer. Not just an inside bar, also a hammer. Good looks. Again, giving us, like we said, stacking more chips in our favor. If you can find 5 reasons to like something, that should be enough to naturally push you into the trade. And that's how a trade should feel, right? If you're having to chase or make up reasons or you know, have FOMO, or you feel emotional, or you feel like you're just chasing, that's not trading. You're gambling. You're just guessing at that point, you know? So it feels so much better to win with reasoning than it does to win with dirty money, to win with a gamble, to win with luck, to win with a guess. That sucks, because it feels like you don't really actually gain anything. Like, yeah, you made some money, but you don't feel like you actually kept anything there. Nothing of sustenance, at least. And then you end up, you know, taking a trade that makes sense. You planned it out, it ends up working, and that just feels so much better, because it's not just like, oh, I made money. It's like, yeah, but you also literally just made sense of everything you did. You literally planned it out and then you did it. Nothing beats that. Yeah, random reward is not good. Exactly, confluence creates bad habits. 100%, 100%. Could not agree more. Let's go. People's got the lead test as well. Everybody's getting the lead test. You know, it's funny too. A lot of people say they love the lead test, but then they'll go trade like 50 other things. It's like, dude, if you just limited yourself to like the 10, 15 times these pop up every month, and they're probably more than that. I'm giving like a really, really light passive number. You would probably have a lot more fun of a time, not just with your P&L, but trading wise. You'd feel a lot more in control, a lot more comfortable. Good stuff, though. Everybody's has some amazing advice today, amazing add-ons to different points being made, amazing updates, call-outs, reviews of what they've been doing. I'm seeing nothing but amazing progression by everyone today. I have yet to see anybody do something that's just, like, completely confusing. and even some of the people that took losses today on some of the more confusing reviews, they still were like, okay, it makes sense, and we can make sense of things. We can go over what someone might be doing, or what something they can do to limit themselves from, you know, making that mistake again. Y'all have no idea what Leland is working on. This man is insane. All right. Spy popped over the bullish golden pocket of the day. Jack said, also lines up with Tuesday's supply zone, so we were trying to make it demand here. Yeah, they're definitely trying very hard. By the way, if you guys want to, you can delete all this, or you can delete the zone there now, and maybe even that fib now, because we're really not focused on the Lee test anymore. What you're focused on now is to see on the 5-minute, do they make lower highs again, or do they get back up into this range and ruin all of what the bears have tried to build here? So we'll see. Cost really went to 609 almost. That's such an insane move. UNH with the bounce back. Man, healthcare with that recovery too. It almost looked like they were giving it up. Banks possibly building base. Comms. It's, of course, the other sectors start picking up and slowing down. And then all the sectors that were pushing higher are slowing down. So now your spy chart's even more indecisive. Because remember, guys, what are we looking at when we're looking at this? We're looking at sectors. I'm looking at XLK all the way through XL real estate. You're looking at all 10, 11, 12 sectors. I think it's 11, 12 if you count the unspecified. But regardless, you're looking at a big pie. This is a big pie, basically, right? And then this is like all your little slices of your pies. Each pie is a different. Each pie slice is a different size. Some of them a lot bigger than others, so some of them matter more than others. And then within those slices of pie, there are ingredients. Some of them having a lot really big ingredients that make up that slice. Some of them are a lot smaller and it makes up a smaller slice. But overall, it's all connected. You know, when you're looking at this, you're looking at the movement between tech, discretionary, comms, healthcare, banks, staples, base materials, real estate, anything you could think of. And so when you see, like, you know, tech, comms, discretionary all breaking out, and then you have healthcare moving lower or just sideways, and you have banks moving lower, like, you're only going to have a slight green move because you have a lot more of it's moving up, but some of it's trying to move down, so you get an awkward grind up. And what happens when those things that were all moving up start slowing down and some of those things that were moving down start to just range? You get indecisive trading, slightly even more of a pullback because, again, those heavier weights weigh more. So they're going to pull it back more. And so this is kind of what you're getting here now. You're kind of just getting indecisive price action. And it's not because of SPY. It's because of the sectors trying to figure out where the hell they want to go. You have comms breaking lower, looking like they want to just dump through the floor. You got discretionary looking like another lower high one step in if they crack previous day highs. Banks are building up on higher lows after its little, you know, potential weakness day. I mean, it just had a lower open, pushed lower. They're just really building base off of the weakness. It's really not that impressive yet. Healthcare, all over the place. You saw them dump. You saw them, you know, recover all of their losses for the most part. And then they dumped again, and it looked like, okay, maybe this is the nail in the coffin. And here they are recovering again, still back near that high of day so far. And you have tech kind of they were in a nice uptrend, but then we had that nice drawback, and now we're getting back up into the ranges. They're holding really good levels as the higher low holding today's open. So you can see it's a lot of repositioning on charts for the sectors. It's not really just SPY's fault. There's a lot of different sectors, you know, moving around. Also, adding to Zeke's point, he said also lunchtime. You know, as you get into lunchtime, this is really where like your volume starts to kind of cascade off in range, which isn't a bad thing. This is a great thing because it can add fuel to the chart for a move later in the day or even for the next day in general. So this could just be the invalidation of something to hold something, and then it ends up being super bullish or ends up being super bearish, whatever it may be. In my personal opinion, it's just a slowdown on the bigger time frame. We don't have anything new here. But it's just good to think about that, you know, for the future. Hidden Land, aka Jay, said, now that it's not that it's a priority for this group, I don't think it should be, but while we're doing this all-day stream, I was wondering, are you invested in Bitcoin or Ethereum or any crypto-related stock? Long-term, that is, or is it not a part of your portfolio? This is Hidden Land asking if you guys have any crypto and you want to talk about it. The floor is yours. 'And all opinions are allowed to be said, guys. There's no wrong or right answer, but it's all personal preference. If you don't like trading it, you don't like trading it. If you like trading it, you like trading it. I also like Zeke's answer, talking about how you can and can't trade it, how you can not have to actually trade Bitcoin. Excuse me, I'm like hiccuping all over the place. But not trading crypto itself, but moving on to things that relate to crypto, like Mara, Coinbase. I like that a lot. I personally do not have any crypto. I was a Doge boy back in the day. Now I'm nothing. Oh, you were asking me? Oh, my bad. I thought you were genuinely asking everybody in general. My bad. But no, I am personally not. A long time ago, I was in Dogecoin. When it wasn't even, you know, 0.01, when it was in like the 0.002s or whatever. But no, I do not hold anything. I personally hold a small long-term position in Coinbase and Mara. I also have Ethereum long-term, but probably less than 10% of my portfolio. Hey, I mean, that's fine. I like that you said you have probably less than 10% of your portfolio, because I feel like that's a perfectly allocated amount for that, especially if you're on the edge about it, because crypto is going to have exposure in the future, and this has been proven now because of big banks, Cathie Woods, big money, big hedge funds. They're pushing money into all of these ETFs openly. They're saying they know that the crypto ETF is going to happen. They know that the Fed is going to react and have their own crypto. They know this is going to happen. And so I have to believe it. I have to believe big money is not lying to us. So I have to believe cryptocurrency is going to have a part of our future, but I don't believe it's ever going to replace the dollar. It's not going to replace any currencies that are majorly important. Now, it can definitely help out some of your third world countries. It can help out some of that stuff, but I don't see it taking over completely, but I also don't see it get disintegrated. I see it being a part of our society for the years to come. I just don't see it being as big as like the dollar or whatever. But it is very important, and I will not down crypto. As much as I personally love to troll it and meme it, it is definitely going to be part of the future. It already is. It already is part of the future. It already has made its impact. %. Yeah, I'm with that page. That's the page I'm on. I feel like if you're on that page, you're like with the majority of investors, at least. Now, I'm not gonna say majority of people, because that's not how most people think. But no, I'm on that exact same page. See, another thing too, and people don't talk about this, Jay, and this is how you know if you're talking to someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about or not. And this is how I know what I'm talking about and why I hold my opinion the way I do, is Tether. Tether is just money. So let's say you want to get something from Coinbase. You want to buy something from the store, so you use PayPal, but you don't want to go into your Coinbase account, so you use PayPal. You buy crypto from there. You just use Tether. PayPal has now payment processed whatever amount of Tether you just shoved through it, right? Would you like to see the craziest chart ever? Tether market share. See if I can find it instantly. This is going to blow your mind. No. That's not what I wanted. Not Tether market share. Payment processing. Tether market share. Actually, no. Okay, I can't find what I'm looking for. Okay, I can't find the chart that I'm looking for, but basically there's a chart that shows who payment processes the most Tether. PayPal being up there, Square is up there, the Federal Reserve is up there. There's a lot of people up there. I think even Apple Pay is up there to some extent. But there's a lot. There's a lot of money that is used and circulated through Tether, through cryptocurrency. So it's not really the fact that it's going to replace anything, but the volume has picked up and it already is collecting a potential market share, which is kind of crazy because, 5 years ago I would have said you're crazy to say that. But now it's a general opinion. It's a fact. It's not just guessing. Risk Flair, what a great ass name. He said, "Yo, what's up, Bueller? Thanks for the follow on Twitter, man. I enjoy your content there." Hey, I appreciate you, Risk Flair. Always happy to follow back the gang. And he's most likely referring to my tweet yesterday, guys. If you were on Twitter, I tweeted out, "Hey, if you're a BB trader, like this tweet so I can follow you back." And I've been following everyone back since then. Well, I've been following all of you longer than that, but I'm really just trying to make more of you come out of into the light so I can see you and follow you. But yeah, man, I'm happy to follow everybody. I really only care about the group, so I'm not going to sit there and follow like 100 traders I have no clue about. Just because you can invent a website that tracks trades, that doesn't make you an actual trader. I don't care what your dumb slogans are. What was that one? Eat, plan, profit. And then you got that one dummy who did TradeZilla. Like, yeah, it's a great idea, but you don't actually trade yourself. Mossy, it's kind of funny. Like, all of them got onto like, it's just funny. Like, all these fake traders are so big, and then it's like all of us little guys working together, which I love. I love that we have less than hundreds of people in here. I love that. Because if there were more people in here, the quality would go down. It'd be way worse call-outs. I think a lot of your better comments by some of our members in here would be overseen. So I'm honestly glad we are not one of these sellouts because, dear Lord, do I love having a brain inside of my head, and do I love having members who have brains inside of their heads. Because let me tell you, it can be very stressful when your community itself is just pure of fuckery. But our community is not like that, so I am blessed. I am honored to have people like all of you in here. I really don't think y'all know how much that means to me. It really does mean the world. I don't care for Twitter or else I'd follow. It's okay. I'm not tripping, dude. I'm only on there for really just basic marketing appearance. Like, hey guys, I exist. That's literally it. And honestly, lately, I don't think I'd stay on social media, but because of following everybody on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, having people added on there, it's been a lot more fun. I feel like I'm a little bit more part of conversations I want to be a part of, not just seeing drama and then seeing, stupid marketing or seeing a fake trading challenge and then seeing someone post it or seeing someone give a shit about posting their gains and all right, guys, go to the gym. Bro, one, stop acting like a gym bro with your gains. They don't connect. Those are two different worlds. Two, I don't understand what you're trying to sell me here. You selling me a gym course or you selling me a trading course? It's like, bro, let's talk about trading and stick to trading. I don't need to hear all this other shit. And that's why, again, I have reapplied my focus on my own members because it really is about energy. It is so boring to go on Twitter or social media just in general and just see drama. I'm not gonna lie. If you see it once, you've seen it all. I'm sorry, none of it's special. Not a single bit of it is special. And it honestly, over time, takes out the quality and inspiration and motivation for you to even open that app or open whatever app you're looking at. But following you guys and really focusing on you guys and seeing what y'all are posting and the things you're interested in, and just seeing shit about your lives, it's honestly made it way more enjoyable being on those apps. Jay said, the worst is when I have a buddy trying to get into trading and they share a Now or Trades Instagram post. That is not the way, my friend. Oh, you know what's funny about that, too? I unblocked him, and he replied, and then he deleted his tweet. Now or Trades is confirmed a bitch. Let's go find that trade. Or let's go find that. Oh, here it is. Wow, quick. Wow, 13,000 views. I don't have 13,000 followers. It's almost like somebody caught wind of my post and reposted it. Let's see here, though. Bro took first-generation trader out of his bio because Daddy Nauer was a pro soccer player and traded stocks. Here is a link that over 2 million people laughed at Sour Nauer as a joke. Takes you to a link of a video literally breaking down, not just this. I want to show you guys something that's been deleted. Here it is. So this right here is another level of fuckery you guys have never seen before in your life. And excuse my language. I'm sorry if you guys are not here for drama, but this has to be said. So Nauer used to copy a guy called Stock Hunter Trading, right? And he'd copy him. He'd post them into his chat. It would be identical. How they caught him is he put a watermark logo in the bottom right. Nauer would then post it, and they would call him out. They would join his chat, pay for a subscription, and they'd see that he was posting the same exact post. So they called him out, right? And that's just one step of this drama, right? Second step. You get into the deeper, more effed up part of this story that nobody talks about. And this guy doesn't talk about it either because he has no idea, and it's really not his fault. This is one of the few people who call out scammers, and he's actually pretty legit. He doesn't just do it for views. He's been writing Jake Paul's scamming for years now. He's pretty genius. But what's deep about this, and that even this guy doesn't know, is that Now or Trades paid this guy to close his group, close his pages, make this video unlisted or private or even deleted it probably. And now the only people who have access to this are people like me or people like this who have downloaded this from back in the day and have it saved. Can you believe that? He not only lied, he then made this guy sell himself out and then hid all the lies. Isn't that crazy? And that's only step one. I'm not even in the second paragraph of this tweet. Crazy how that's just from 3 years ago. He paid content creators to take down videos of him being exposed, by the way. Nobody remembers this? Here's the link. Oh, wow. Here's this video I'm not supposed to have access to. Huh. That's weird how that one works. Let's go over here. What is he going to say back? I'm either not legit, because that's exactly how he argues with people. Like when he got into a fight with Richie. You guys know Richie Trades. Jake Richie. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. Rake Trades. You guys know Rake Trades. Rake Trades is legit. I knew Rake Trades when he didn't even have followers yet. He blows up on Twitter. Guess what? Now or Trade calls him out for being a fake trader and that his gains are not legit. Because that's the only argument these people have is that, oh, you're not legit. You're not legit. I'm going to call you out for that. Nobody said we were legit, bro. You're the only one sitting on Twitter saying that you're making billions of dollars. Relax. This was years ago. So this is his only argument. Are you legit? That's going to be his only argument. When they got on Demasi Trades, regardless of her actually fake trading or not, they grouped up together a bunch of fake traders like Umar, Nauer, all these idiots. They got together and they bullied one of the only popular female traders on the internet just because they believed she was a threat to them, not because she was actually fake trading. When I get into the drama of this stuff, guys, I'm not joking. This world is political, and this is why I focus on you guys, because trading world is a lot worse than you believe it is. It's worse than your imagination. So, I really do hope you guys take that serious and take that as a red flag. Don't trust anybody. Don't trust me. Don't trust Leland. Don't trust anybody. I'll tell you straight up. Don't trust a single fucking soul. Follow what you believe in. Stick to what you like to focus on. Do not listen to people on the internet. When you go on Twitter, when you go on Instagram, when you go on all this stuff, you're literally wasting your own time listening to noise. And your time is especially important to me. It should be important to you as well. Oh, there's no beef on Umar. I'm just spreading facts. I ain't got no beef with anybody. None of these people could touch me. And none of them could touch you. You know why? Because they live in their own world scamming people. They live in their own world pretending to be something they're not. So let them. Let them live in their own world. Let's go in our world. Let's go live in this realistic world that everything works correctly. But I'm being straight up. He said, especially don't trust Leland. But I'm serious about that. And I hate to talk about it again because I hate talking about this stuff. But it does piss me off when I see that stuff. Hidden Land said, and because Josh lives in a Second Amendment state, that's why they can't touch you. Yeah. Hit him with that. I feared for my life. But no, I'm serious, guys. Like, let's move on from this. But I wanted to go over that because there are a lot of fake traders out there. And it's funny that Jay literally brings up, like, the people that I'm targeting. Like, people like that. Like, and it's sad because if they were to ever hear this in my stream, do you know what their first reaction is going to be? Target my page, attack my Discord, attack my YouTube, attack my Twitter. And that's why I have isolated myself the way I have. I don't do deals with other Discord traders. I don't do partnerships with traders. I don't do all this bullshit collaboration work with people that don't actually do this shit. The only person that's been a guest of this stream is an intern of the New York Stock Exchange. That's the one person who's made it to a guest as my stream because I don't trust a single one of these people. I don't trust them to be in here talking to you guys. I don't trust them to be in here wasting y'all's time. You shouldn't follow someone because they say they make big gains. You shouldn't follow someone because they say they're successful. You shouldn't follow someone because they say they're good at what they do. You should follow someone because of the methods they follow. If you see someone posting support and resistance and price history, and you are a price history trader and you love trading support and resistance, guess what? Check them out. See if it's worth it. See if it's in line with something you're looking at. Focus on that. Limit yourself to it. How long have you been doing what you're doing now? Streaming? I've only been streaming for a couple years now, but I have been around the communities for about 5 years almost. Not trading the entire time. That was kind of just really getting my boat together. Kind of forming a community because I realized very quickly there's no such thing as a good community around. And then I really just had a bunch of people join out of pure respect. It's not really I really am a word of mouth group. We don't sit here and market ourselves every single day. I don't have time to do all that shit. And if you do find someone that has time to do all that shit, they either have a bunch of people working for them, which that's a fucking red flag, or two, they don't actually trade at all and they're on Twitter and social media way too much. And again, guys, I'm not bashing any of these. Like, I know I am bashing these people, but you still shouldn't waste your energy on them. Like, I'm not going to go to their pages and say this and that, this and that. You did this, you did that. I had a member of your group join my group, and he said you scammed him for this amount and blah, blah, blah. There's just no point. It's a waste of time, waste of energy, waste of noise. Let's focus on ourselves. Let's focus on making the group better and becoming better each and every day. I'd love to see someone trying to attack you on what basis. Oh, dude, no one would come close. Hell yeah, B. I'll throw hands for you. Nobody's got to throw hands because they ain't even going to touch us. This is why I've set up the community the way it is. It's self-sufficient. I didn't even stream yesterday. Do you want to go check the Gains channel? I didn't even have to stream. I wasn't even here yesterday. You all did everything on your own yesterday. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. I should be able to, and please don't take this the wrong way, but I should be able to die in my sleep. And the next following months, you guys should be doing fine without me. If not, then I failed what my whole objective of this community was. To build self-sufficient traders on their own. I'm never going to sit here and tell you, if you join our group, you're going to succeed. If you join our group, you're definitely going to do better. No, you might not. You might join our group and do worse because you're not focused. You're not working hard. Something's not clicking. We're not going to sit here and lie to you. Risk Flare said, I just made this account recently and you came up on the people you should follow. So you're up there, man. Good for you. Wow. Cool. Whatever list I'm on Risk Flare, I'm glad I was on there. What do you mean you came up on the people you should follow? Like the YouTube recommendations? Damn. YouTube's got our back? Y'all hear that, everybody? All that talk we talk on YouTube and they got our back? I get it, but why so extreme that? No, yeah, I think it's pretty bad. Okay, I will still support and you can figure support for 25. I don't know what you're saying, Mel. Oh, fine. Never mind. I did figure out what you're saying. Give a man a fish, he eats for the day. Teach a man to fish, he will never go hungry. Oh, the Twitter. Oh, then you... Okay. My bad. I'm speaking in circles now, Risk. Sorry. I found this group from following one of the scammers. Yeah, that's great. That's honestly how a lot of people have found my group, and I feel like I've always been this like therapist, like rebound. Like I feel like I'm the rebound sex partner everybody hits up after they go and like mess with like a scammer, and they come into my group, and then I get like half of their energy, and it's like up to me to like inspire them or to like pull this out of them to like have that energy again, or they just end up fading over the years. But it really does feel like that. I really do feel like I'm like the like I'm like the therapist friend every time someone joins, which is a good and bad thing because it's like, damn, like I feel bad for these people. But at the same time, it's like I can't sit here and like do that to everybody. I don't have the energy. I'm not God. I'm not Robin Williams. I can't sit here and I can't sit here and cheer everybody up that joins in. Like at some point, I do have to crack down and be an asshole. But everybody in chat, I'm honestly proud of right now. Like chat the way it is right now, I really do feel like if I was to pass away, everybody in chat would do fine. Everybody in the community would do great, would help each other out, would probably keep the community going even after I died. And I really do believe that. So I really do believe I've gotten to the point where the community is finally in a good spot. After fucking 5 years, 4 or 5 years. A lot of talking, but man, this community is worth it. If you die, I get your keyboard. No. My keyboard needs to go into like... No, you're good, Zeke. You're right. But that's my point, though. Like, I'm not trying to be depressing. I'm just saying, like, that's the point of my community. Like, I'm not here to promise people that they will succeed. I'm here to tell people, like, look, be in this group and help each other out. You're all super smart. You all have amazing intuition. Yeah, it goes with me in my coffin. No. I was gonna say, put my keyboard in a like a case or something. And then have something in there that like makes it make noise so you guys can hear the super loud clicking so it can remind you of how loud I would type. Because I'll be here like a museum. Where did all that text go? Oh, it's on Discord. Sick. A museum. A night at the museum but a trading movie? That would be fucking hilarious. We need to all like fund a movie. It's like a play off of like Night at the Museum, but all trading related stuff. Exactly what I was going for, to hear the typing. Yeah, because that's the typing that makes everybody go deaf. I want BB's super big desk. No, mine's not that big. Y'all laugh at me every time I talk about my desk. Night at the New York Stock Exchange? Oh my god, that is a great name. You even got the N's to line up. N and N. Good stuff, Zeke. Night at the New York Stock Exchange. That was a perfect name. Did y'all hear how fast Josh was typing in the Sunday video? I was like, is this sped up? Wait, is there sound in that? There shouldn't be sound on that. Night at the New York Stock Exchange. That rolled off the tongue so well. I gotta type that. I can hear you typing, but not the music. The whole time you can hear me typing in that? Hold up. I'm putting on my headset. I gotta review this myself. There's no way, because I muted everything. Hold up. Turn my headset on. Alright, I'm pausing the music. I need to hear this stream. Come on, Josh, type. There we go. Of course, I skipped to the one part of the video where I'm copying and pasting Daffy's post. Okay, it is muted. It is muted. I think what you heard was the end. The very end. Because I did unmute myself to talk and then I was typing, I think. But yeah, if I was to unmute my mic and type the whole time, that would be loud. All right, so sorry guys, I typed triple Q's lost support, and then I said spy bears are still in control from our short play. We are fully out, but only lower highs have been made since that trade. Good job, Mel. He said he's up 101% out, and this is sick. I just remember really fast typing. Oh, yeah, that could be anything then, because... yeah, I probably need to move my mic away from my mic more when I type, but my mic is pretty good quality, so it really doesn't help much when I move it. I just... my hands... I used to be in plumbing a lot, and you have to grip tools for a very long amount of time. And I swear that's what it's from, because I tap my keys so hard, and I don't need to be. I just, like, my fingers don't know what they're doing. It's either, like, really soft or breaking everything. There's no in-between. And I wish there was. It's all good, though. And thank you guys for over 50 likes on the stream. We also just pushed over 200 people tuning into today's stream in total, which is incredible. That's a lot of people. But yeah, how's today's stream updates been? I know I haven't clicked off the screen a lot, but we've gone over a hell of a lot of trade breakdowns from the chat. We did one trade together here on the lead test to the downside. That was from this high to this low. We went over to the 1 minute. We then got in after not one. We saw one inside bar break lower, a second inside bar break lower. We got in on the third. And then we liked the big dump that followed afterwards. And that's when we took our profits. Now we're just kind of chilling. Besides that, though, we've had a lot of updates. We talked about the bigger and smaller time frames. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some of the breakdowns. I also covered a lot of breakdowns from the members because, again, I like to have everybody here feel a part of everything I'm doing because they really are a part of my community. Like Zeke, he had a QQQ call out earlier. We had a couple call outs in chat by a bunch of other members in the chat. And I try to read as many as those as I can, regardless of who's around. But great job, everybody. Not just me, not just the stream, but good job to you as well. If you've been part of the updates, part of helping others see different breakdowns, then you are also part of the help. So I appreciate you. Hey, good stuff, Risk. We can get a construction crew going back together. I'll be the plumber. You can be the electrician. We'll get Hidden Land to be our foreman, I guess. We need an HVAC guy because I don't want to do that, and you don't want to do that. We need an HVAC guy. We can all do woodwork, I guess. Unless it's return air. Extremely grateful with my trade today. 560% on the day. Mel. want to be like Mel when I grow up as a trader. Focus on your system, and you can definitely aim to be anything close to Mel. Near 2K. Good job, Mel. Remember to not give back those gains. I just want to crack at that. I just want to crack that lead then. Mel, I mean, you're pretty much there, you know? It's not really about... I know you have a fun competition with them, but I mean, you're pretty much there, you know? You're already doing things Leland does. You're already taking trades me and Leland would take. You're already doing the executions. Now it's about limiting yourself and sticking to it. You know, staying in the competition. That's really what you need to be focused on. We'll hit that 1K% with Power Hour. I like to do concrete, patio sidewalks, driveways, right. All right, we got a concrete guy now. Good, good, good. Me, Risk, Flair, and Sandollar got a crew going. Who did I say could be the foreman? Oh, Jay could. Jay could be the foreman. All right, cool. We got a whole house going up now. Cool. Where are y'all from? Where's everybody from? Me, on the other hand, I am not from this planet. No, I'm from Houston. I will not go into further detail, but from Houston, Texas. Could probably hear it in my voice every time I say y'all. Y'all, y'aldiv, y'alden. Y'all's like 5 different words. Y'alden. I'll be the fleet mechanic. Bet. Chuck's got uniforms. Bet. Seattle, nice. I can build boxes if you need, like I'm in Fortnite. Southern Cali. I'll be the project manager. All right, all right. See, we got a whole thing going here. Just like a foreman, but with less work. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. And then and anytime the blueprints are wrong, you could just say, "Oh, well, I got these from like Indiana. These aren't made in Texas. Like these are made in something states away." Blame the blueprint guy, not me. I can't complain today. 460% to power hour. Mel likes that aggressive sell-off, and in his trade review, you can see his next 2 trades are off of lower highs of that first trade. Great breakdown, Mel. I love your trade review. Screw this trading stuff. Let's go build stuff. Damn guy, every time I post when the post same trade's amazing, understanding and whatever. It gives me so much confidence when he is in the trade. Good, Mel. And thank you, Mel, for spreading that positivity. I didn't give you credit the other day, but I want to give credit to everybody who does this. But if you're someone who goes into chat and you do add on to someone else's comments, regardless of actually caring or not, you know, I don't know if you do or not, but it is nice to see you guys giving positive reinforcement to your fellow members in the chat, because anytime someone looks up to you, you might not know that. You might not know that someone has followed your journey up to this point, and they're very interested in what you're going to say, and then you end up saying something super positive. It's going to boost them through the roof. It's going to throw them through the ceiling. There's going to be no such thing as resistance for that person. So make sure you guys are treating everybody in the community right. Keep uplifting everybody. There's always going to be a couple people who are down each and every day, and that's just a reality we have to bear with, but keep everybody up. If you can keep everybody up, that's all we're going to do. Mel needs a sticker. The Mel sticker. Oh, you're going to say an emoji, weren't you? Mel needs an emoji. If you can think of a good idea, Chuck, I'll gladly find one and put it up there. I can't necessarily... I mean, I guess we could just do the pyramid stuff and the I don't know what you call that because I can't speak. Mel needs a turnaround trader award. Egyptian dancing. This community is amazing. I feel like I say it like every stream now, but it really is true. Like I said, you're still getting some settling in some of your sectors. Some of them are reversing and holding base to move back higher. Some of them are trying to regain losses from opening lower. Some of them already moved lower and they're just kind of basing. Some of these moved up this morning and have started moving back down. So you have a lot of re-changing of sectors right now. A lot of settling, a lot of adjusting. And this is going to be very indecisive on the SPY chart on its own. Man, amazing stream so far. I love all the updates. We had a couple ideas go across from members. MCD has to be the best bull chart in the market. It only goes up. Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the best. I will agree with you there. This thing loves to just go quiet and like dump and make everyone believe it's never going to come back up again. And then it loves to do these rallies that nobody's paying attention to. I actually talked about that a long time ago because this is one of those charts, like you take your eye off it and it's going to just boost. It's just going to fly without you. And look, it's still holding its all-time trend line. It has yet to break that once. Incredible movement by McDonald's. And you're never going to see me sit here and go, oh, we called that. No, I honestly wasn't looking at it until I saw the retake of 259.50 because this was the level we saw break last time right here. If you zoom over here, though, you can see they had really nice base, nice push-up. If you take a fib from the low of this move to the high of this before the slowdown, they held a good control point and golden pocket. You remove that crap. They ended up pushing back over 259.50, held it with a doji, held it with two reset candles, and ended up pushing. And why are these reset candles? Because they're over a bullish level. So, again, they're reset because you have relief with control and bullish movement. So what you're looking for is just continuation until you see a rejection and then a lower high is made. But they've yet to do that. They just keep pushing new highs with higher lows. So, but yeah, this is definitely one of the craziest ones. And Chipotle. It's CMG, right? Yeah, Chipotle is a crazy one. This one always throws people off because they're like, why is it 2,000 a share? It's like, well, they also don't have as many shares as other companies. So that's why. It's all math. But yeah, no, this is definitely one of those two. Zeke is right. One or two companies you need to watch all the time, regardless of the global economy, is Apple and Costco, because these two have direct control of their supply and demand chain. So if you ever see these both cater off the chart, the market is of course just in a very bad spot. But yeah, no, MCD, CMG, I'm sure you guys know plenty of them too that hold up very well in markets like this. Like Waste Management used to be, oh, it's okay, it's still holding up very well. I was going to say this used to be my favorite one. Waste Management. You also have PSA for public storage, I think. Yeah, public storage. That's another great one. And then John Deere. Those would be probably my 3 favorite from back in the day. Companies that hold up very well in any kind of economy because they just do really well and they're a needed company. All 3 of those. McDonald's is going to do really good because they're everywhere and they pretty much are like a need at this point. As much as people don't like to say that, having cheap food is a needed. Hey Bueller, why do you have your extended trading hours off? Personal preference, really. I don't really have a real reason behind it. It looks cleaner, I guess. I used to always leave it on, and then Leland started using it with it off more, so I just got more accustomed to seeing it more, and then over time it kind of got me into using it more. So it was, like I said, just personal preference. I wouldn't really say there's a detrimental reason on why I'm using it or not. But guys, I am sorry to have to do this to you. I know I promised you a full day stream today, but there is a little bit of an emergency that I need to attend to. So I will be ending the stream here. But I want to let you guys know I will be cutting up some of the clips from today. I'll have that uploaded later on today or tomorrow for you. If you look at the stream schedule, I will be streaming normal times tomorrow and Thursday. So we'll see you then. And then Friday I'll be in Discord because we're working on the course. But I can't wait to go over that. I can't wait to promote Lifetime more because I really want to stream that stuff early to them. But guys, sorry again for the early exit. But I will see you guys later on. I guess it's not super early, but still. Thank you again, though, for the, I guess, a little over half-day stream. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you again, guys, for dropping updates. Not just in here in YouTube, but also on Discord and Twitter, wherever you guys are. I really am proud of everybody here. I know I get on y'all's asses every day and I sound like a hard ass and I'm just so annoyingly just on your ass all the time. But I'm serious. Like, I really am proud of everybody. And I do believe it's because of how much I get on everyone's ass and how much I expect from you guys. And you guys produce every single time. Even if you guys don't think you produce and you don't make me happy, you do. Every single time I see you guys post in chat, and it's even some of y'all's mistakes. I'm like, whatever, it's a human mistake. You know, nothing you can beat up on that. You know, and it makes me proud seeing all of you guys work together, help each other up, uplift each other, keep each other going. The trades you guys are taking are just getting better and better and better. Zeke, everybody in here, I've been thinking you guys post just better quality posts and keeping it simple. I don't see any of you, anyone in here posting like a paragraph of shit to get their point across. It's always like a couple sentences, and it makes the most sense right off the bat. And that right there is true trading power. Nobody can take that from you, including the system, including everything you've learned up to this point. No one can take shit from you. And don't let anybody take away from you. Don't feed into the noise. Don't feed into the drama. Focus on you. You have all of this. This is yours for life. Focus on it. But guys, I'll see you later on. Please tune into the Discord if you want to catch more updates from my team and I, as well as from my friends and anybody else in the Discord who happens to be in there. But I'll see you guys later on, and please have a great rest of your day.